And we are live.
Speaking of
what? Liars?
Dice. And
Nat 20s critting players.
I don't know what you're talking about. You guys haven't had a fight yet?
Yet.
Well, I mean, that is the key word. It is inevitable.
Inevitable. So I need to share something that Ravenslark just shared with me. Ravenslark, would you like to say it? Because I'm totally gonna say it. If
Go for it. Go for it.
So he told me that now he's been using the vocabulary glorious a lot more often in life than he's used to. With your gnome warrior specifically?
Yeah, every time on the warrior, it's like glorious. Wait.
I have infected more warriors across the realms, and I'm so happy.
I can't hear the word glorious without picturing Xena in my head anymore.
I think that's the problem. You hear the word glorious, and it's like,
where's Xena?
You hear the word glorious, and you know bad decisions are about to be made.
Yeah.
Hey, yep. I feel personally attacked by that.
But looking great while we do it. I'm so happy. That needs to spread the word of glorious.
we just need a Xena t-shirt that says glorious.
Yes, we do.
That would be awesome.
I would 100% wear that shirt.
Zorro, get on our merchandise for that.
Campaign merch.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Totally reasonable.
So,
and we have confirmation in chat about it too. There we go.
DJ
Meister.
Yep.
I've caught him saying it to you every once in a while, just in conversation.
I say it more too, like outside of Xena speak. Like
who are you accusing of this, Fox?
You.
Oh yes. I'm like, am I being accused? Because just let me know.
I caught myself a few times using it at work.
Yeah, I used to laugh
too. It's like awesome, but it's an exciting awesome.
It's a
That's why
like,
I put
we
it in my
need to
vocabulary.
let it catch on. It needs to replace awesome.
Yeah. Glorious.
Glorious. What unglorious thing is gonna happen to her today? Because is she gonna lose her mind again? And something gonna
Well, I mean, we're in the
gonna die
for everything to go sideways, so
I feel like today is going to be fine. You're gonna, Xena anyway is finally gonna have that battle that she's been itching for days now. But I suppose we should probably start off with what happened last session. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but
what didn't happen?
I'm not. I just don't have my usual big page of notes open. Because you guys aren't in the desert right now, so I'm like missing a whole window at the moment.
We're like, what notes? You don't need notes. We're just gonna go off the notes.
Here. No, I mean, don't be. It's us. We could very well be right back at that desert. You never know.
True.
You're like, there wasn't originally a way over there, but somehow.
We also could just be dead, because if we're not almost dying, is it really no way out?
That's fair.
It's from our own decisions too. It's not from traps. It's not from things put in our way. No, we make our own dumb decisions.
Yep, that's a good point, Gillitam. That is a good point.
Last session, speaking of bad decisions, you guys started off chasing after someone that decided to run away from the rest of the group. Isa had opted to make her way southward through the desert alone. And eventually she realized that at the pace she was going, the rest of the group that was likely following her was going to catch up with her. So she stopped to look around for a place to maybe hide from the hopefully passing group. While looking around, she did notice that several hundred feet away from her, there was a figure that had some sort of creature made of light at its side, heading northward in the direction of the Colosseum, but she had more pressing things on her mind and opted to just kind of tuck that away for later and focus her attention on building a den at the base of a large dagger tree that she spotted. And she dug a fairly good den. She got some good rolls on that and made it quite solid and hard to spot from the outside. But despite this great placement of it, she couldn't evade Xerax's expert tracking skills.
Damn
And
Ranger.
He and Xena and Yixis eventually did come across this den. A bit of a scuffle between Xena and Iza resulted in the den collapsing. But the group did find Iza alive and mostly intact. So that was a good thing, I suppose. There was a bit of an aggressive heart-to-heart from Xena, let's say. And after that, with the assistance of a little bit of rope, the group headed back towards the Colosseum, Iza in hand. After arriving there, you all had some much-needed rest. And that night, despite some watches being taken, was unusually uneventful for everyone. And after some discussion in the morning, and a bit of prying at your new magical companion, you all opted to head for the mountains to attempt a ritual to free Iza from the curse that is slowly killing her. Reen offered to get all of you there via a spell that was a little more predictable than teleportation, but no less dangerous. A bit of running, paranoia, and a great labyrinth later, you arrived within an hour's walk of the ideal ritual spot, atop a mountain in the Golden Peaks. Xena and Xerax did a bit of hunting, while the rest of the group tended to their books and assisted Reen in setting up the ritual circle. And once everyone's stomachs were full, it was ritual time. With Iza centered in the crafted circle and Yixis on standby to assist, Reen channeled a nearby greater ley line through herself, directing its power towards Iza. And as you all settled in for this 24-hour-long ritual, a rumbling from the nearby forest caught your attention. That is where we are going to pick up today. That rumbling seems to be getting closer to all of you. Now, quick note, in that time between breakfast and I guess it was more like lunch and the ritual circle being activated, you all did have enough time for like a short rest and stuff. If any of you wanted to spend some hit die to get your HP back up to full. I'm not saying you have to, but the DM is giving you an opportunity.
That's comforting.
I think we had a
Thank
full
you.
rest, and
We
then that
did.
morning we teleported. So unless something crazy
Yes,
happened in
but
between, we
everyone-
should be good.
A lot of people, if not everyone, took some damage in the labyrinth when you guys were
Oh,
getting
that's
there.
correct. Yeah.
I did.
Yep.
Oh hell, that's right. I've got my HP.
Roll some hit
But I'm-
dice here.
I'm down a couple third level spells.
Oh, that's right.
While everyone is tending to their short rest stuff, I'm going to go ahead and move us all to a map.
Do another one.
Mm.
Oh, that's real bad.
Cool ley. That's a cool ley line. Why is the map all blurry? There we go.
It'll probably take a minute to load in. It's a pretty big map.
Still
Oh,
have
that's pretty.
inspiration I haven't
Did
used.
you make that one?
Jesus.
I did, yes.
Yep.
That's
I made
awesome.
it earlier today, actually, like an hour and a half ago.
Nothing
Yet
like
again.
last
Oh
minute.
wow, good job.
So when are we getting that other sponsorship from our favorite map software?
Yeah, what map
Maybe one
software
day.
is this?
This one is Dungeon Draft, and I used assets from 2 different creators on Patreon that are making some amazing stuff
A
for
lot
Dungeon
of that
Draft.
looks like 2-minute tabletop.
Nice.
Some of it is 2-minute tabletop. The other one is
Dude,
a
I'm gonna
name
check
that I
that
don't
out.
remember.
Here,
Starts with an
um,
F.
Pulsing glowing light is just awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Find myself just staring at
Oh,
Here,
it.
yeah,
I'll get
the-
you links to the both of them.
And the ritual circle is the glowing circle animated one is from the Roll20 marketplace.
Actually, Fox, can I just
Yes, please.
post the links for those 2 chunks of software in chat?
Yes, you certainly can.
Yes, please.
Please do, because
And-
I need to make some maps.
I have Dungeon Draft, but I don't know.
There's 2 of them. They're made by the same guy, and Dungeon Draft and Wonder Draft.
I have Dungeon
I'll-
one, but
if
yeah,
somebody
Wonder Draft's for
reminds
like big
me-
maps, right?
Somebody reminds me after the game today, I'll track down the creators of the asset packs that I use and I'll drop them in Discord or something.
Thank
But-
you.
Those 2 chunks of software.
And they're like a one-time payment too, right?
They're one time, and the purchase is actually through Humble as well when you do it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
They should
So
sponsor
it's-
us.
Here we are helping.
Yeah. Putting that out there in the universe.
So feel free to position yourselves on the map where you would be at this current point in time.
Oh.
I'm assuming I gotta be at the center of this thing.
Yeah, he's a
You
no
are
moving.
currently where I have placed you.
I
just gotta be sarcastic.
Yeah, I think Xena and I have the exact same idea. Perimeter defense? Now, is
Yep.
that I'm assuming that's a cliff and or that's a ravine off
Yeah.
to our left.
Yes, it is a steep drop from there. I would not recommend going down.
That's fair.
Unless you can fly.
Yeah, so what I'm hearing is go
unless you
down
can
there.
fly.
No, that's where we pitch whatever attacks us off of.
Yes.
Ah.
No, that's where I throw all your pets.
The Sonata 1 playbook where we just knock the bad guy off the cliff.
That's okay. That's just
And
Yexus.
that
He
ended
can have more
so
drama.
well for us, didn't it?
I
We
mean,
won.
in a way, it did. That's how the first one ended. We just pushed him off a cliff, and we're like, "All right, boss battle over."
Yeah, that in no way came back to haunt us at all.
Look,
No, it was
look,
fine.
that was on Shadow Fox's cat. It didn't finish the kill.
It's true, it didn't.
Yeah, because 5 of us decided to cast Featherfall on it.
Oh god, cat over the edge, Featherfall.
Also, to be fair, when he hit the bottom, he was dead. Anyway, that's a different game entirely.
So you say
So-
we need to take the head.
I am not saying a single thing because that would be spoilers.
The cat should have double tapped.
I mean, Xena's usually about doing that anyway, but
Take the head, put it back, holding, you're good to go.
well, not that. But
Leave it. It's fine.
I should probably bring up
Let it
Sirenscape
rot.
music.
Oh,
So you all stand there at the ready, assuming the worst, I would guess, given your history. And it takes a while for this thumping and rustling in the woods to encroach upon you. But when it does, the creatures behind this noise are upon you very quickly. I'm going to go ahead and add everyone to the turn order here
uh-oh.
as soon as I put myself on the right layer. And I am going to add you as well, Isa. Although you have been instructed to stay in the circle, there is nothing forcing you to stay in the circle.
Do we is this going to be a surprise round, or do we get a chance to see it coming? Or
You'll see it coming because you have prepared yourselves for it. There will be no surprise from these creatures.
okay,
I have lots of things in play at the moment, so I just have to.
Okay, it was.
I don't like the
one at a
sound of
time
that.
here. Don't worry about it.
it's not a good sign.
So you see emerging from the northern end of this tree line,
Nope.
Xerix. Since you are closest to that area, you happen to spot a large wolf leaping out from the trees.
Ooh.
And a little further down from that, Xena, you see it as well, another wolf leaping out.
Yes.
And Sabira and Iza, and Yixis, and Zara, you all turn your attention over there as well and begin to see a giant elk as well, and a giant boar, all charging out of this tree line. And each of these creatures seems to have faintly green glowing eyes as they look quite angry and quite aggressive. I need everyone to roll initiative as we begin with a battle.
Who pissed off the wildlife?
Feeling this one. I'm feeling it.
Oh, that's always wonderful.
Nope. I was not feeling it. I lied to myself.
Yeah, I did not roll great.
Well, that sucks.
Y'all rolled better than I did.
You
Barely.
rolled a 1, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Yep.
That high quality
Ooh, ouch.
caster initiative.
Ooh, good. The wolfies didn't roll high either.
The animals kind of rolling like. Well, let's see what the elk does.
The boar is under 10. So it's actually not too bad. Yixis is like 20. Or, yeah.
Yeah, the
All right,
It's
creatures
good for
roll
him
like
to go
crap.
first, though.
I'm,
Number one.
I'm worried that Yixis is gonna throw a fireball and it's gonna like summon like a dire Yogi Bear to get all pissed off at us.
Yixis has been practicing his time magic.
Yep.
Seriously.
Actually, it's Smokey the Bear. Yogi Bear's the one that steals picnic baskets.
Oh, no.
I know what I said.
Okay,
She couldn't help herself.
No, she could not.
I couldn't. I
really
I couldn't.
That's how we
So-
encounter the ranger named Smith.
dear. As we jump into the battle here, the giant elk
Oh, damn.
seems to be just a little bit quicker than everyone else. And it comes charging out of these trees, doesn't skip a beat, turns its head directly towards Xena, and continues to charge. And it runs right up on you, Xena.
That's a big freaking elk.
I want to
It is
grapple
a
it.
very big elk.
Wrestle an elk.
And then it is going to make a ram attack against you.
Do it.
I think it might do it.
Uh-oh.
That's a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That hits, okay. And because it charged beforehand, that is going to be an extra 2d6.
Oh. Roll low. Low.
That's going to be 19 bludgeoning damage.
But I'm not raging yet. This isn't fair.
And I need you to
Ooh.
make a strength saving throw for me.
Ooh, okay, well, I'm usually good at that. Yeah, we good. I just needed math. Oh, saving throw, that would be, I think it's the same, yeah, it's the same number. 21.
21? Okay, yeah, you stay on your feet, no problem. This thing goes to charge at you with its antlers down, and You kind of plant your feet into the ground and prepare yourself, grabbing onto its antlers right as it hits you. Does a bit of damage, but at least you're still standing.
I'm all about it.
It only has one attack, so that brings us around to you, Yixis.
You might be muted.
Hey, look at that, I am. Okay. See you. First things first. I'm going to summon a new toy. Yixis will take out that gem with tears inside of it that he's so long been waiting for, and start muttering words as his paws move around it, and it floats there for a second, and you start seeing shadows emerge from it, and more shadows from the environment around just kind of gather up and form a shadow spawn. Can I get a shadow spawn token, please?
You sure can. Should be in your journal, and you should be able to just drag and drop where you please. I think I have that enabled.
Ah, I did it. 90 feet from me. I can basically put it wherever I want. Cool.
And like your familiar and your tiny servant, I believe that thing can act at the end of your turn.
I
I
think
did not read the spell, so I'm just guessing.
I choose an emotion when I cast it. I will be doing Fury. And then it shares my initiative, but it takes its turn immediately after me.
Gotcha.
So it it obeys my verbal commands, no action required by me. But I will put it, since the initial casting is 90 feet. And then I need to see something. Sorry, just trying to figure it out.
Typical wizard.
Way too many spells. What does this one do?
I think if I
Yeah.
put it there, should be good. Okay, one more square out. There we go.
Wizards are like, hold my beer, I'm doing geometry.
Sorry,
much, yeah.
sorry. New summon, who this?
That is the story of every wizard ever.
Yeah, okay. So that, and then I will stay exactly where I am. And bonus action, command my tiny servant to go after things. And it has a speed of 30, so can it double move?
I believe if it takes no other action, then it can
Because
action
there's
dash.
no way it's
Yeah.
getting in range to attack. So
Yeah, I see no reason why pets and familiars and summons and stuff can't dash. Dashing is just a basic action.
Mounts can do it too on their own.
Yeah,
that makes
exactly.
sense.
Mhm.
all right. So it will move up to there. That is my turn, but my shadow spawn will then do this little ditty.
Red full screen. Okay.
Well, what does it
And
look like?
30 feet.
Give us some
around.
description. What does it sound like?
What
Don't
emotions
just
you
say
pick?
I do the spell after all that thinking. Come on, give me the juice.
Yeah. So
so-
actually, that's a good question. What does your specific shadow spirit look like? The token is like ugly as fuck, but what does yours look like?
You know what? I'll probably have it be. It's probably going to be in the shape of a gnoll, but no, I mean, no one. Characters wouldn't know this. It's probably the form of a gnoll that I've known previously. And yeah, the scream is gonna just sound like gravel and glass in a tumbler, just not having a good day.
I hate it. I love it, but I hate it.
Mm-hmm.
Throwing some, guitar string being picked.
And when you
Two extra
say
stuff.
when you say
Nails
it
on a
looks like
chalkboard.
when you say it looks like a gnoll from your past, what do you mean by that? Like, what does it look like?
It would be modeled after a gnoll that Yixis has known. Probably one that he's scared of. But
Oh, so like not a specific one. You're just saying like it'll look like a tough looking gnoll or something.
yeah, just
Okay.
but shadow.
Cool.
So
Something Yixis is scared
a
of.
shadow form of Kay the Hunter suddenly appears.
Why am I picturing him
Sure,
like
why not?
hairless though? It's like
Ugh,
a hairless
no.
mole.
Okay,
Oh no, that's
so
I'm sorry.
everything that can hear within 30 feet needs to make that wisdom save, and that is that wolf and that elk. Let's see, the wolf. The wolf rolled an 11, which I assume is a fail.
Yes, that is a fail.
And the elk rolled an 11, which is also a fail. So they are frightened of the spirit. And that is base frighten, I assume, since it does not specify otherwise. So they have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while they can see the source of their fear. Excuse me. And they cannot willingly move closer to the source of their fear. I will mark them as such.
Pretty awesome new spell you got there.
Mm-hmm.
And see why you really wanted those tears into that gem.
Okay,
All right.
so hard.
Anything else from you or your summons, Yixis?
I believe that is everything that I can do currently.
Right. Xerix, you're up.
You know what? I'm assuming that it's going to be trying to get there.
All right, going up to that
And-
wolfie.
Drawing the curved greatsword. And taking I have to do a thing. Yeah, that's the thing.
Hunter's Mark. A ranger that actually remembers to do it before making their attacks.
Yeah. And we'll Hunter's Mark that one. I've put on my glasses because I can't read that text anymore. Now, it's so bad, but one of those. Those and nope, that's right for the first one. Okay. 17 on the die for a total of 25.
That certainly hits.
Okay. Do you want the magic damage split out from Hunter's Mark?
Nope.
Okay. 10, 13. I think I did. That's why I can't read anything. So that'll be 19 damage from the first swing.
Very nice damage.
And Hunter's Mark is the first attack. Nope, whenever I
This
hit
mark
the
is
weapon.
applied to every attack.
Yeah, I couldn't
every attack.
remember. It's the other one that's only one
The
attack.
Colossus Slayer.
Nope. Well, okay, I've
One
got
of
three
the
things
other,
that go
like,
off.
half dozen modifiers that character has.
Yeah, this character gets ugly the longer combat goes on. So,
Yep.
Second swing is a not great. That is a grand total of 10 to hit.
Ooh, a 10 will not hit.
That's fine.
Despite the heavy blow on that first swing and the significant damage you did to this direwolf, it does have enough life left in it to dodge out of the way on that second swing.
And that is going to be it.
All right. Xena, you are now face to face with a terrified giant elk.
I would like to first rage and see what happens there. 3. So, an intangible spirit, which looks like a little pixie version of Xena, but pink and sparkly, comes out. And basically, with this spell, within 5 feet of it appears within 5 feet of one creature of my choice that I can see within 30 feet of you. And at the end of the current turn, the spirit explodes, and each creature within 5 feet must make a succeeded dex saving throw or take 1d6 force damage. So that's until my rage ends. And
which
as a bonus
creature are
action,
you
I can
gonna-
summon it again.
Which creature are you going to put it by?
I would like to, and I don't know what you're going to use as an icon for this, but whatever, because I don't have one.
I'll use
Even
this.
if it's just a little pic, yeah, that totally works. Yeah, put it on like on the other side of the elk, like
Right there.
yeah, like right here, yeah.
Yep.
In case I want to move it over to the wolf later, but yeah.
And
just gonna do
that explodes at the end of your
End of
turn or
my-
the end of this turn order.
Let me see. At the end of the current turn, so that
Okay,
means
so that'll
my
be the end
turn,
of your
right?
turn.
So I do that, and then I've been debating on if I want to grapple it to the ground, but that would just put it prone.
Yep.
It doesn't really help me right now. So I think I'm just gonna slice and dice. So
Okay.
as I'm gonna let go of the horns, and for flavor from where we left off, and
Flavor grapple.
grapple, and shove it in front of me and take some swings. And that's a really good roll. It's 19 plus 8, so I'm guessing
Definitely
that would
hits.
hit. Okay. Yeah, it's like so
That-
close to being a crit.
Almost doubles its AC.
Okay, so that would be Why am I blinking? 13 points of slashing damage.
13. Okay.
Yeah.
Good damage.
And then I'm, yeah, a few points shy. And then I'd like to swing again. So she's going to do like a making like a flourished X in front of this deer's neck area. And that would be a, what was it, 19 to hit.
Absolutely hits.
Yay. And pink die. Come on. Woo-hoo-hoo! I got a 12 on a d12. Yay.
Nice.
It's exciting. Plus 4. So 16 points slashing damage. It's good damage for me this
16.
round.
Very good damage from you this round. Ooh, looking at the state of this thing after your 2 attacks, you feel like one more hit of that caliber might even take it down.
Yes. Dina, you're on fire. She just shouts out, glorious! And then my flump is gonna explode.
Okay.
I think. Yeah. A little pixie me. So dexterity saving throw.
Let's see. Deer, dex save. Or, sorry, elk. Oh, lovely. That's a 1 for a total of not very high. So it's going to fail.
I'm honestly not sure what my DC is for this either because it just says must succeed on a dexterity throw, but I'm a barbarian, so I'm like, how would I
I'm
figure
pretty
out
sure
how to-
the DC is higher than 4. So
Yeah, I would probably imagine so.
Yep.
So we'll worry about it later, I guess. But
I
Yeah.
feel like we figured this out at one point. I just don't remember what it was.
I know
Feel like we
someone
did.
told me it was like
It was
something
8
plus
plus pro-
something.
8 plus your proficiency and whichever modifier you're using.
Oh, so it's like my
it's
strength
8
stat?
8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your constitution modifier.
Oh, okay.
There we
Okay.
go.
Got it. Yeah, definitely beats that. So you're gonna take 1d6, 5 points of force damage.
5 points of force damage. Okay.
As the little Xena with her little mini fairy axe spins and spins and spins and just like spins so much that the sparkles just keep increasing until it like pulsates, and then the pulse gets quicker and the sparkles get sparklier. It starts going out and then it just explodes like a glitter bomb is what it looks
Nice.
like.
That was some hefty damage on that turn.
Yee.
All right,
And I'm
Sabira,
gonna
it's
stay.
up to you to follow that up.
Yeah, I'm gonna disappoint because for one thing, she has a feeling something else is gonna come later. So she's kind of reserving herself. Plus 2 slots. So she's gonna go ahead and kind of reserve herself a little bit. And as she's sitting on this stump reading her book like she originally was, she's not even gonna get up. She's just gonna lift up her finger and point it at the elk. And you see the tip glow yellow then orange as it shoots out a firebolt.
Okay.
Just be like, eh.
A very nonchalant firebolt.
Just, I'll get this later. Yeah. So, oh god, what's my plus again? Oh god, 16 plus 8. A lot. 24?
Hits.
24. That's it.
Why do I
That's
feel like this
2d10.
is the BR's form of you interrupted my reading?
Yeah, it kind of is, yeah. Yeah. I was reading a book. How real? That's 2d10. There it is. Okay. Oh, nice. Double 7s. So that is 14 fire damage.
14 fire damage is more than enough to engulf this elk in flames as it screams and crumples to the ground.
Oh, I know
Dead.
how an elk yells too. That's a sad sound.
It's
Oh, goody,
also
we
a
have dinner.
terrifying sound.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. And then as a bonus action, she's going to go back to her book and out loud say, I think I just got us dinner.
Okay.
That's it.
And that will bring us to the giant boar here, who is going to... let's see. It is going to charge straight towards... Well, it's got 2 targets. Let's find out which one it goes towards. It is going to charge straight towards the one sitting on the stump over here.
I disagree.
And
That's
it is...
that's
I'm gonna
that's not
use-
nice.
I'm gonna use my reaction with Halo of Spores.
Okay.
So I need a Constitution saving throw from it.
Constitution save. Oof, my DM dice do not like me today. That is going to be a 7.
Hey, it actually works this time.
It does.
It's gonna take 6 necrotic damage.
6 necrotic damage. Believe it or not resistant to necrotic. Okay, and upon taking damage as it enters your personal space, it is going to try and bite into you with its tusks. Do a little head slash at you. It's going to be a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And because it charged, that is an extra 2d6. Those are really bad rolls. You're going to take 11 slashing damage.
All right.
And that is all the boar can do. Iza, are you doing anything on this turn?
I said it in the last game. I'm pretty much standing there in whatever Gnoll's passed for undergarments. So imagine some sort of like sash around her waist, and that's it. That's all she's wearing. She doesn't have any of her things. She doesn't have her armor. None of her friends are fully capable, so she looks like she really wants to go join in, but like her muscles tense up as she holds herself in place.
What
then they got
what
this.
exactly is going through her mind at the moment?
There's an urge to run out there and protect her friends, to get in between the enemy and everyone coming. It's a strong urge. It's kind of what she trained for her whole life. But she keeps telling herself they got this. They're strong. They can take down a few animals. They already took down the elk.
And with that, we come to this dire wolf right here, who is terrified of the creature next to it, and is going to try to bite at it at disadvantage. And I'm pretty sure 8 does not hit that shadow summon of yours, Yixis.
Nope.
So the wolf is going to use its movement to get the hell away from it and go right up to here, trying to put Xena between it and the thing it's afraid of. That brings us to Zara.
Well, I was gonna target this thing anyway, so plans have not changed. She's just she's gonna stare the boar kind of in the eye, and just with her one good arm, snap her finger, and a pillar of moonlight just gonna come down and just like descend right on top of it as she casts moonbeam, which
Pretty
is
sure I
a
have a
5
thing
foot
for this.
radius. 5 foot radius, 40 foot high cylinder.
Also, if it's a wereboar, it should transform right now back to its original
Yeah.
shape.
I was also going to ask if that would also apply to druids, since it is shape change, isn't it? Shape.
Yeah, anything that can alter its shape in any way can be reverted by the moonbeam.
Okay.
This giant boar is just a giant boar
All right.
for now.
That would have been cool.
I need a Constitution saving throw from it.
Constitution saving throw. That is going to be probably not enough. A 14.
It fails by 1.
Fails by 1.
So it's going to take 17 radiant damage.
Oof. Need to shift that moonbeam over. 17 radiant damage. Nice damage. That is not a happy boar.
Let's see, is there anything else I can do? I don't think so. Is this an action? Yeah, it's an action. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
Not many bonus
That brings us
actions.
To direwolf number 2, who is going to attack the one who's been attacking it. Xerax. To try and bite you. And it might do it with a dirty 20. You are muted, but I did see that confirmation.
That will do it.
So you are going to take 9 piercing damage, and I need a strength saving throw from you.
That is going to be a 25.
25. Okay, you hold your footing, no problem.
Freaking wolves and their trip attacks.
Right?
I knew exactly
And
what it was too. It's like
back at the top of the order, Elk is dead. Yixis.
Righty. Everything's got damage on it, right? Actually, except for the direwolf at the bottom.
Yeah, you should put some damage on that one.
Let's see here. First off, actually reading this, I'm gonna hold back on just using like all my spells. 60 feet. I have to have my things go after me.
Yes, you can use your reaction to hold an action until after your summons go if you wanted to do that, but
That's
otherwise, they always go at the end of your turn.
That's what I'll do then. So he's going to continue his command and go after this to attack it. Little tiny servant slam attack.
We've seen it kill things before.
Let's see here. Does a 17 hit?
A 17 does.
Sweet. D4 plus 3. And that's going to be 4 damage.
4 damage, okay.
Then, question is, does he have enough movement? Oh my god, he has just enough movement.
Does.
His movement is actually 40.
I tried to get the wolf out of that range, but I couldn't without risking opportunity attacks.
Oh, come on, risk it.
I'm quite happy.
What's the worst that can go? What's the worst that can go wrong?
An opportunity attack from Xena? No, thank you.
I see nothing wrong with it.
Wait, what did he have got? I should have taken an opportunity attack from the spirit, but I didn't, so that's all right. Whatever.
Oh, yeah. That's okay. I should have rolled to save against the fear again at the end of the direwolf's turn, and I didn't. So,
Fair trade-off. All right.
yep.
All right. So he's gonna reach back, or he's gonna like take both claws and start in the center and try to rip out with chilling rend. Let's see here. So 17 hits, 17 got 17 again.
Yes.
D12 plus 3 plus spells level. So D12 plus 6. 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. Good damage.
And unfortunately, it's not high enough spell level to do multi-attack. But my reaction will go off. And I will do Toll Dead.
Good call. That is a save of some sort.
Yeah, wisdom save.
Wisdom save. That is a 16.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Fine. You don't get it. Meets it, beats it, right?
Yep.
So, yep. Nothing happens.
All right. That will bring us around again to Xerax, faced off with this direwolf at the top of the map.
And that means that it's also going to get tagged with Planar Warrior now.
Just waiting for that one.
You know the combo that comes out of this.
Yeah,
Just takes
I
me
do.
around to make it happen. Yeah. Not great. Not great, but I don't think wolves have great AC to begin with.
Not this one.
Still not great. 13.
Oh, 13. You're one shy. That's gonna miss, unfortunately.
That is a dirty 20.
That will hit.
Okay, and it's been damaged, so
It gets all of the modifiers.
also gets that. And have I had the chance to take that ability yet? No, I haven't. Okay. 10, 7, 12, 13, 14. A lot of ones in that roll. 19.
Like the sound of that.
19 total.
19 total. 19 is certainly going to be enough, though, with that damage you did last round, to bring this wolf to its knees. Yes, wolves have knees. And it crumples down on the ground, much like the elk, lifeless. But I can't put the X on it because it's too far to the right of the map, so I'm going to have to move it over here. There we go.
Yum, more dinner.
All right. Anything else on your turn, Xerax?
Nope. I think actually no. I do have movement still.
You sure do.
Which means I'm gonna move to there.
All right. Xena, you are now face to face with the other wolf.
Alrighty. She'll snarl. Well, first of all, she reacts to as she's just tearing into this deer. All of a sudden, from like behind her, the fire and flames just appear and just take care of the rest of the deer that she's been fighting with. It just takes that little bit of victory away from her. So she
And you look over, and Sabira's not even looking in that direction anymore. Her nose is in her book.
and that just spurs Xena's rage on even further, and a new little Xena pixie, this time red with sparkles, will appear behind the wolf. So let me move. Yeah.
Good, let the rage flow through you.
She doesn't even care. And
It's like-
yeah, just yoinked her glorious victory away from her and just slice at this new combatant, hoping that this time she can take it all the way. Okay, so that's a dirty 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Oh, not very good damage that time. That sucks. Plus 4. So 9 points of slashing damage for the first hit.
9 points of slashing.
Yep. And then I'm going to slash again, this time in an exaggerated Zoro Xena fashion.
Nice.
Across this wolf. And that would be a 21 to hit.
Absolutely hits.
Okay. And that one failed me. I want a better one. There. Don't fail me. Oh, yeah, 12. It didn't fail me. Which good dice. Good little pink smoky dice that Zoro for me 3 gave me. So it'd be 16 points of slashing.
16 points of slashing is more than enough to drop this wolf to the ground in your
Xena
fit
just
of
grins.
beautiful rage.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Beautiful rage.
Yay.
That's Xena.
Yes. So she's feeling much more pleased with herself and is gonna she's grinning, but she's gonna pointedly look back over at Suvera and be like, ha!
What? Meh. Goes back to her.
Glorious victory! And I guess I'll move now that that's down.
Yep, you do still have some movement, and there is a boar remaining on the map.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go over there. What is that? I have 40 feet movement. Okay. Should be able to easily get right there. And then, can I move my thing? Can it come with me? Let me
I
see.
don't believe so.
It just explodes where it's at the end of your current turn. Yeah, I can't move it. Okay. Darn it. Wolf, you died too soon. Well, she's gonna explode anyway out of spite. Just because she does. I can't control that.
Yeah. The
That's
tiny
it.
little pixie Xena pops. Glitter goes everywhere. And Sabira, you're up.
Oh, there's something going on. Oh, right. More enemies. Oh, is there anything even well, this boar is unfortunately close. I don't like that. I'm gonna go ahead and she is. She's actually gonna cast Mind Sliver on it this time. So it needs to make an intelligence saving throw. And I swear to God, you make that dumbass boar roll high, I would be pissed.
Little do we know this is the genius boar that's got a 22 intellect.
God.
I think the only possible way it can save against this is if it gets a nat 20. Oh, it almost did too. It
I
was an
would've
8
laughed.
on the die, so one more over and it would have been the 20.
Oh.
Nope. Instead, it is going to get a total of 4.
Yep.
So that's a fail.
Cool. So it's gonna take psychic damage.
Oh, it's immune to psychic.
Yeah, nice try. That is 9 psychic damage, and
Okay.
its next saving throw takes a D4 from it.
9 psychic minus a d4 on the next save. Gotcha. All right. Anything else from you?
She's gonna go back to her book, but she's gonna have, because the boar is so close to her now, she's just gonna have the book like somewhat down, so she's like, all she has to do is glance up real quick with her eyes and be like, "Where are you, boar?" All right.
Okay. And that brings us to the boar. It is
Right.
starting its turn in the moonbeam, so I
So-
believe it has to make another con
It
save.
needs to make another con save. It needs to give me 2 con saves because at the start of its turn, I'm also using Halo of Spores.
Okay. Which one do you want it to do first?
Let's do Moonbeam first.
Moonbeam first. Okay, so this one will be minus the D4. Rolled a 0.
Does that mean it takes triple damage? I think that means it takes triple damage.
I'm tempted, but no.
All right, it's
Yeah,
gonna
it
take.
rolled had a nat 1 plus 3 minus 4.
All right, so it'll take 10 radiant,
10 radiant. Okay.
and then I need.
And it's not even going to make that other save because it had exactly 10 HP left as the moonbeam burns this thing to a radiant crisp.
Moon Pig.
Moon pig. Dead pig. And that
Want some moon
marks
bacon?
the end of the battle, let's say.
I don't like how you said that.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else's
This
stomach
is
hurt
why
all of a
I
sudden?
used. This is why I used my cantrips, because I'm like, I don't
The-
know what's to come.
The last of the aggressive beasts falls. And for the moment, there doesn't seem to be anything else around you guys, though you do still hear a lot of thumping and feel a lot of rumbling coming from the direction of the forest line, and it does seem to be making its way towards you, albeit slowly, so you have some time. But there is very obviously more stuff on the way.
Why does this feel like a wave situation? Survive the onslaught.
So we can move freely, right?
Yep, we are out of initiative, so you have an undisclosed amount of time to do as you please at the moment.
I'm
Can
just-
someone bring the elk over?
Oh, yeah, I guess.
I
know
do
what
hope
that
you
first.
are going to disclose somewhat that info because I am maintaining concentration for like the next hour.
Xerix,
Yes?
do you happen to have a thorn growth on you?
Indeed.
Would you mind casting it?
I will bring the elk over to Subira.
Anywhere specifically, or just pick a spot? Noel does geometry.
I mean, a couple of us can.
Let's say right here. It's right, just right in front of you.
Okay. Then I'm going to. Oh, wait. Do I have to? Is this? Holy crap! It's not concentration. No.
What?
Oh
Or,
no, it is.
which
It
spell?
is.
No.
I was looking at the wrong spot. Oh, fine. Fine. Drop concentration on the one. Do you need the spike growth up to do your thing with that?
Plant growth, yeah.
Mm.
Well, because I want to make the spikes grow to make the spike field. That way, anything
Oh,
trying to
that'd be cool.
charge us is now going to have to run through 100 feet
Outfield.
of spikes.
It doesn't last that long, so
How long
Yeah,
does-
so
how-
the way that combo will work is the plant growth, it'll expand it as it has in the past, and the spikes will remain for the duration of the spike growth spell. When that comes to an
Yes.
end,
They
the
lose their spiky
huge,
goodness.
yeah, the huge field of spines turns into a huge field of vines. So the field will remain, they just won't have the spikes.
How long does spike growth last?
10 minutes.
If we can hear things coming towards us, right?
Yes.
You can.
Can we judge about how far away?
You can give me a survival check.
Sure.
I would be more than happy to give you one of those.
Could they ready a combo action?
Yeah.
That will be
Not with a leveled spell.
23.
You can ready cantrips and stuff because that's something that you can continue to maintain. But with a readied spell, after that 6 seconds, if you don't cast that readied spell, then you lose the spell slot.
22 on my survival.
23 on mine.
Okay. You guys aren't really familiar with this sort of territory, so the way that the sounds are traveling are quite foreign to you. If you were to guess, you have some time between 30 and 60 minutes before these things reach you.
Okay. So I say we keep an eye on the forest. The moment we think they're getting close, we throw out the welcome mat.
Sounds like a plan.
And I'll go off the ruler here, and I will walk next to Zarek just to help him keep an eye out.
Okay.
I am going to eat a snack and rest because I need hit points. So
And you were bringing the elk over to Sabira as well, right?
yeah, I just dragged it over and dropped it, and I grabbed one of its huge legs off and just start munching on it and sitting down, having a little Xena break time and victory.
In true Gnoll fashion. I like
Xena
Nope.
break time and Xena break time of victory.
Glorious break time.
Okay. And
Let me
what
know.
is
Fox, let me
Go ahead.
know when an hour is up because I have the shadow spirit for an hour.
okay? And in the meantime, what is Yixis and Sabira doing?
I'm holding concentration on the shadow spirit, but I'm also trying to be prepared for when I'm called to help with the ceremony.
Give me an Arcana check, Yixis.
That would be a 24.
24? Okay. And what is Sabira up to?
She is also taking a piece of the elk and chewing like a turkey leg almost, so she can have it in one hand and the book in the other as she continues to read.
Okay. So it sounds like everyone is more or less resting at the moment, resting and preparing. And about, say, 40-ish minutes go by, and Xerax and Zara, you can give me another survival check if you'd like.
23.
Do we both have to give it, or can one assist the other?
Separately.
Okay. 23. 10.
23 and 10, okay. Zara, you seem to have lost track entirely of the distance of these noises. It's been going on so long and in such a rhythmic fashion that it just feels like part of the land at this point, almost all around you.
Would they have been the
Xerax,
one with that
however-
advantage though, because it's hearing based?
No, it is more than just hearing based.
Okay,
Also, this is a very, very foreign territory to them.
fair enough.
We don't know what trees look like.
Yeah. Trees have leaves? I don't believe you. Xerix, you, however, were able to continue tracking this noise, and it now feels like it's no more than 10 minutes away from you.
Do I notice Zara like being totally lost in terms of what's going on?
Yeah, you're pretty familiar with the visuals of a gnoll trying to catch the trail of a sound, ears kind of twitching about, and that look of very strong concentration on her face, like she's trying to regain the track of this.
Zara, they're about 10 minutes away, give or take. You look a tad lost. Are you feeling all right?
It's our surroundings, the intensity of the greenery around us is a bit taking someone like me.
Fair, either way. We have a few minutes still.
Very well. Just let me know when I need to do my thing.
At this point, Vreen kind of looks over at, to her right-ish, over at Yixis and the group of Zara and Xerix, and calls out, "Are you okay? You are not too hurt?"
I think we're fine.
Yeah, I should be fine. It's
Come
nowhere
to
vital.
me if you get too hurt, okay?
Okay. This rest and the meat did me good. I'm fine.
Good.
Looking up
Food.
Sabira just thumbs up.
Food
Oh,
is
you
good.
want some?
Was it
No.
Was it an hour that had passed, or is it 30 minutes?
It has been, at this point, about 45 minutes. The sounds, according to Xerix, are about 10 minutes away.
All right.
So you have a total of about 15 minutes to reach that 1 hour mark.
Just a little too short in order to get that short
little
rest.
Too short. And that's okay, because you were never going to get that short rest anyway.
Oh, so we didn't get the short rest? Okay.
Did not get the short rest.
Then I go over to Rin and ask for healing. Because I was rolling hit
Okay.
die.
I need healing.
Okay.
Need
How many
healing.
hit points were you down?
I was down, I think it was 11 the first time. And then I think I rolled a 9. It was about 20, 22 hit points, somewhere in that area that I was
22
down.
hit points. Okay, so you can recover all 22 of those hit points as Reen puts her hand on your shoulder, and you see her wince a little bit as you are suddenly invigorated by some form of healing that she has just bestowed upon you.
Thank you.
And at this point, I need to know if a 21 hits Xerax and Zara.
You know it hits me.
I gotta ask. I don't know what sorts of abilities you guys have.
I've got a 14 armor class.
Okay, I rolled really badly, so it's okay. The two of you, as you are looking over in Reen's direction as she's healing Xena, you hear sound like something traveling very quickly through the air, and you turn around just in time to see a massive stone flying through the air towards you guys, and it crashes into both of you, dealing 12 points of bludgeoning damage. As once again, initiative is going to kick off here.
Are we keeping the same or rolling again?
It will be a new initiative.
Okay.
That seems like a very hill giantish trick to just pull on us.
Hey, at least it wasn't a bear.
True.
This time.
I'm having trauma here. I lost a character to the airborne rocks.
Oh no. Oh no. Raven, run away. It's gonna throw your character.
No. Tyrus was the cannonball.
All of your characters are cannonballs.
Oh, waste of a natural 20.
Okay. Roll initiative for these guys.
I feel like I just wasted this natural 20.
Oh.
That guy. Guys. They have good decks, but they are rolling like garbage.
A lot better initiative rolls from us this time around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depending on what Zarek's got. Our average is better.
I didn't roll a 1
We're
this
above
time.
10. Yeah, we're above 10.
So, right as you guys recover from being pelted by this flying boulder, you see charging out of the woods 2 almost like quadruped ape-like creatures that are like semi-hairless, though they do have long, thick strands of hair or fur of some sort coming out of their backs as they are leaping through the thick of the woods, and joining them is a very tall and burly, bearded-looking fellow. Possibly a giant of some kind, but if it was a giant, it would be on the short side for a giant. And I will bring them onto the map here as we turn to Isa to start us off. Isa, what are you up to?
She's kind of looking at Breen. I'm assuming she knows the wince too. She remembers that this spell is dangerous for the both of them, so she's going to hold still. She's fighting it though. It's a fight with herself. Stay put.
Okay. Are you trying to hide in any way that you are fighting your instincts to go help at the moment, or is that very plain on your face?
It's probably very plain on her face because this is Eva. She wouldn't think to hide it.
Okay. So Green will call out to you, seeing this expression on your face. You can leave the circle, but not for long. It will hurt. Use as emergency.
She'll nod.
And then we will turn to Xena. You have seen these creatures emerge from the woods. They look very large and very angry.
I'm very far away right now because I'm getting healed.
What'd you get for healing?
I know. So I guess she will. Yeah, I can throw a javelin. So she will rage and charge ahead. So she's raging as she's running. 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay, I think I can get to right there. And I'm gonna rage, see what happens. It's a 6. What is a 6? Until my rage ends, you are surrounded by multicolored protective lights. You gain a +1 to AC, and while within 10 feet of me, allies get the same bonus. Cool.
That they do. So I will add that aura onto you. Let's see, 10 feet. That is a circle. Players can see it. I think that should be right.
And then I'm going to throw my javelin of lightning at the big guy in the middle.
Okay.
Don't miss. 16.
A 16 is one shy, I'm afraid.
I never can use that freaking javelin right. Just never.
Every time you use it, you come so close.
It's just not meant to be. The one day it does hit is gonna be really cool, but
You'll crit when it hits.
I hope so. But that day is not today. So she'll just snarl and grab another javelin and throw a plain ass old chain javelin. Really? Did
you crit that one?
Yes.
I mean, at least you're doing some damage, right?
It's just bitter.
Hey, it's better than failing both.
Oh, javelin's only a d6. All right. We'll do pearly and pink. There. You 6. At least I got max damage, so that's good. So that's 6 plus 5. And then double damage, right?
Yep.
So 22. That's
22.
Actually pretty good. 22.
That's damn good for a javelin.
Yeah. I got a 6 on my d6.
All right, this thing flies through the air and sticks this guy like right underneath his right shoulder, and it goes like a good third of the way of the javelin's length into him and does not fall out.
And Xena's just gonna
Anything else
shout,
from you?
"Glorious!" and then be done.
Okay. And it is that guy's turn, and he looks at this javelin sticking out of him, and then looks over at you, and you can see in him that same pale green glow in his eyes that the other creatures you have fought had. He reaches both of his hands up over his shoulders and pulls from his back 2 warhammers, one in each hand. And he puts them out in front of him and clangs them together, and you see a bunch of runes light up on them. And then he begins to charge straight towards you, Xena.
Good.
Have enough movement to get there. He does. Okay.
I want
That's
me that
exactly what he's gonna do.
Me too.
He can only get to
That's
here,
awesome.
but he does have reach, so he can still hit you. So he's gonna go ahead and swing that first warhammer at you. Come on. I was so close to that nat 20 again, so close. Instead, does an 8 hit you?
No.
Okay, swing number 2. Does a 9 hit you?
No.
Okay, so he is going to look as disappointed as I feel.
Xena feels relieved. Yixis.
And Yixis, you have about 5 minutes left on your shadow summon, so should be around for the entirety of this battle.
You're also muted, by the way.
Yeah, I was.
Someone has to do it during the stream.
Someone does have to do it during the stream. That is very, very true.
Sometimes twice.
Well, it's usually Raven, and he has so far today, so that's good. We've met our quota.
We have to be consistent in something.
What you doing?
He is drawing area of effect markers
Ah, I see.
for what looks to be a fireball of some sort.
Weren't you going to finish up those templates?
It's on the list.
That literally sounds like my life. Yep.
Yeah.
The
I
never-ending
did
list of
finish
stuff
my
that never gets
flight
done.
markers, though, and got my flight markers added. So now I have little wing markers with numbers for like 5 feet, 10, 15, 20,
Oh,
25, etc. All the way
That's
up
cool.
to 60.
then you should start doubling them up to add them up to whatever height you want.
Exactly.
That is awesome.
I think you actually managed to position them to where at least one will not be within it.
I am gonna say that was on purpose.
Yeah, you did.
Perfect.
Well, maybe it'll scare the other one off.
You never know.
Ixis is going to take out his coin and, like he's done before, take his claw and flick it across the coin and send a spark out to that area right there.
Okay, and those
Please
two
give me
guys
a
need
dexterity saving throw.
dexterity saving throws. If both of these dice roll below a 10, I am swapping out my dice.
No, just keep using them. It's fine. They'll eventually roll
So
higher.
it rolls an 11 for me, which is I'm pretty sure is a failure on the dude, and then a 23 for the creature.
Okay, the creature takes half then. Well, roll high, roll high, roll high. Sweet, not bad. Sweet. 31 points of fire damage.
31 points of fire damage. Very nice. And that guy takes all of that. And this guy takes a quarter of that. And you're familiar enough with your magic and the type of damage it should be dealing. And you see it deal full damage to the guy with the warhammers, or whatever they are. Yeah, warhammers. And you look just past him as the fire and flame and smoke clears from the fireball, and see that the creatures that are still in the back, the one that was caught within it, did not take as much damage as you would expect it to, even if it had rolled slightly out of the way.
So real quickly, I'll just kind of shout out the big furry ones in the back. They seem to be resistant to fire. And with my bonus action, I will command my little tiny servant to go up here, and he will try to do a slam attack.
Okay.
I don't think that hits, but just in case, 16.
16 is one shy.
Okay, so that misses. And
But on the
then
plus side, your tiny servant is within Xena's aura, so it has a +1 bonus, I believe, to its AC.
sweet. This guy moves up to here because it doesn't take any action to command him.
Correct.
And he's going to attack as well. Fortunately, he can't do the scream again. But okay. Right. Plus the spell level. 17?
17 will do it. That'll hit.
12 plus 6. 14 points of damage. Cold damage.
14 points of cold damage. Okay. That guy is going to take all 14 points of that damage. You guys have done significant damage to that guy already.
And that is everything I can do.
And that brings us to one of these creatures in the back here. Now, let's see. These things... Oh, man. These things can do what?
No, they can't.
I mean, it's nothing that's really going to impact this battle. It's just weird. They can levitate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
What?
Why?
Yeah.
Because
I don't really know.
Because D&D.
Yeah. This one here, though, is going to... Let's see.
Because rocks fall and apes fly.
Is it smart enough to avoid that? Oh, it is. These things are surprising. Okay. It is going to move right over here. And it is going to look directly at you, Xena. And it is going to speak to you out loud in common. And it is going to say, I suggest you calm down. I'm going to need you to make a save here for me. That is going to be a wisdom saving throw.
Grr.
Oh no.
Okay. All right. What is my brightest, pinkest dice? You. Don't fail me. Oh yeah, 18 on the die. Minus
18
1.
on the die, minus 1.
It's gonna be 17.
That will do it. That's enough to save against its suggestion spell.
Say it. Say it. Don't
Glory?
tell me to calm down.
Oh yeah. I'm like,
Tell me
what?
to calm down.
Ain't nobody tells me calm down.
And that is all it can do on that turn, so that brings us to Sabira.
So she looks up and she closes her book and she looks over at Xena. My apologies. I was concentrating on my book that I didn't realize I could have just countered that. Anyway, here we go. And she's gonna stand up on top of the stump and kind of dust herself off and hop down. And out of her bag, she's gonna pull out the gilded skull. And she's gonna kind of extend her arms and look into its eyes until it starts to glow this like sickly green color, almost like flames coming out of the eye sockets. And she's gonna slam it into the ground. And as she does, this swirling green and black smoke just kind of swirl around it as the skull starts to levitate. And as it's levitating, you can see mold and rotted flesh and some moss just starting to envelop it as it starts to complete itself from the neck down, growing a skeletal body still consumed in this flesh and bone and this moss and rot covering it. It looks just disgusting. And you see Subira smile, and as she looks at the skull, and she goes, "Go get him," as she summons a putrid undead spirit.
Oh, lovely.
Nice descriptions.
Thank you. I was like, I have 3 choices. Which one do I want? So it actually takes its turn on my turn. It takes its own turn, but immediately after me.
Yes, this is one of the Tasha's things, right?
Yeah.
There's
There's so many spells I love from that book. It's amazing.
Is this something that you asked me to give you a character sheet for?
No, but it comes with its own character sheet. Or, well,
It does.
I'm looking off of D&D Beyond.
But I do not have one in Roll20 for you because I refuse to pay $50 for Tasha's on Roll20.
I don't blame you.
So I will just put an undead token in there and give you control, and then you can just read off the sheet in the book.
Okay. Sounds good. So it's still my turn.
Yes.
As I cast that spell, question is, can I even do anything after that? Nope, can't do that. She's gonna hop back up on the stump.
Okay.
But she's gonna stand this time. Yeah, because that's all she can do. So once you give me control, I'll start moving him because now it's immediately his turn.
Yes.
His name is Giorgio.
So you should have control of that token.
Holy Junior.
I do not.
Oh, you do not. Of course you do not. That's because I gave Rojan control of that token. All right.
That's awkward.
Hey, are you stealing my zombies?
Yes.
No, they're mine.
Look,
I've had his
now-
head. I've had his head in my backpack for quite some time.
Look,
sir.
we could
It's
we,
my
we could
zombie.
we can only have one necromancer here.
Do you not see me?
And you guys were getting on my case for my witherlings. For shame.
That's
Yeah, we don't. That's different.
yeah,
They're your people.
Yeah, and I don't like it.
yeah. They're enslaved. These undead are tools.
Thank
Oh,
you.
that's so much better.
I'm sure they take offense to being called tools.
They're dead. They don't care.
Are
They
one
don't
and the
know.
same. Created by the same process, good sir.
Okay, let's see here. What is its movement speed? It is 30. Okay. So it's going to go over here to this guy because he just happens to be closer. Oh god, this is all split up too. So he is so that guy. Oh. Oops, my bad. I don't want to get Xena caught in that because I didn't realize this affects her too. So he needs to make a constitution saving throw.
Okay.
And it's against my spell DC.
He is going to roll a 23.
God frick damn it. Okay, so he's not poisoned. And that's just a yeah, that's just a thing it does. That's not even an action, so that's cool. So it can multi-attack, and then its other special ability. Okay, so it's gonna go ahead and make its attacks. I'm gonna use my sickly green dice for this one because it's appropriate. What's the plus on this? This is +3. Okay. That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. That will absolutely hit.
Okay. So it is going to be 10 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Let's see here. 10 necrotic damage. I think it has to make another con save. Yes, it has to make another con save.
Okay,
Because this
that
it's basically it's attacking with its claws. It's called a rotting claw.
26.
Did you just say 26?
I sure did.
Fine. I get another attack. Starting to think I chose the
So
wrong
the-
one.
This creature is like a cross between dwarves and giants, who are both known for having very good con.
Fine. Whatever. Should have done the ghostly one because that's all wisdom and I'm sure it's dumb. Anyway, oh, I just rolled the damage, but I didn't even roll for the other attack. Oh, that's an 18. So that's one higher than before. 21.
Yeah, that'll hit. That'll certainly hit.
And that is 8 necrotic damage. And must make
8
another
necrotic
constitution saving throw.
damage. Another constitution saving throw. This one is only a dirty 20 this time.
He sets lower. Okay. That is it. And it's just gonna
That
hiss
is
at it
it.
at the giant.
Okay. That will bring us over to this other creature. This other creature is going to make an intelligence check. Okay. This guy is going to run right up next to... Actually, he's going to run right up behind this guy. And then the ground beneath them is going to turn into a pool of black in an instant. And then both of them are going to disappear into it. And then they both reappear up over here. As that creature uses Dimension Door to get his buddy out of there.
Oof.
And can he do anything else after that? He cannot. That was the end of his turn.
Oh, just
Zarek,
to
you're up.
back up real quick, just so my my allies know this. As the creature walks within a 5-foot radius around him, you can kind of see almost like this dripping looking acid around him that just starts to rot, and when he walks away it slowly fades. So it kind of gives this image of like, you don't want to get too close to this guy. Just for my allies.
I gave him an aura and made it the same color as the grass. I'm not smart.
I was say, oh, I kind of see it. I appreciate what you were doing. Is there like a sickly purple? I'll accept a purple.
We'll go with that.
Okay, that works too.
All right, Xerax, you're up.
I am up. Okay. I take offense to the fact that there's... Oh, that's reasonably close. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I can do this. Because our plans have gotten totally derailed of locking these things out.
Yep.
Has either one of these taken damage yet? That I can visibly tell.
The guy over here, you can definitely see that he's taken some significant damage. The creature looks just as happy and healthy as it did when it first appeared.
So, not happy. Okay. Since I'm still maintaining concentration on Hunter's Mark...
You sure are.
I'm going to put the Hunter's Mark on him without having to recast that nonsense.
Okay.
And I am going to throw a pair of hand axes downrange.
All right. Throw away.
It's one step up from throwing the greatsword and casing it.
Just don't throw it too far. Or do. I don't mind.
Okay. Had to figure out what actual damage these stupid things did. Does a 25
Yes.
hit?
It absolutely does.
Now, the best part, of course, is Colossus Slayer goes off as well as Hunter's Mark.
Yep.
I have never seen that many 2s on a dice roll before. So that's 6 damage from that. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 from the first hand axe.
Okay. Good damage from a hand axe.
And the second one does a dirty 20 hit.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Okay. And Colossus Strike only goes off on the first attack. And 11 damage from the second hand axe.
All right. That is some good damage against that guy. Anything else from you?
Xerix is going to start letting out the Gnollish yipping battle cry that I'm sure
Nice.
everyone knows.
You can feel the adrenaline pumping through you, Xena, when you hear that battle cry.
For anyone who's ever heard, like, actual hyenas do their sort of hack noises.
Yep. It's lovely. Zara, you're up.
I don't like this.
Why not?
I think she's good where she's at. But in typical Zara fashion, seeing as again, plans were screwed. She's gonna bring her finger up up to the air, and she's just gonna strike it down like a singular claw as she's gonna cast Call Lightning, focused right here.
Okay.
So both of them are gonna have to give me dexterity saves.
Instead of doing that, I think the big guy there with the warhammers is going to use his reaction and hold one of those warhammers high up in the air, and it is going to act like a lightning rod, striking that hammer and absorbing all of the energy from that spell.
Oh,
Well, that's not good.
I have now been officially rendered useless. Yep, that's all I can do.
Okay. Back at the top of the turn order. Let's see. It's this. You hear in your mind a voice, a familiar voice. The voice of your matriarch. As she says to you, "You had better be prepared to explain yourself."
To me?
Isa, it is your turn. You can respond to that on your turn, Yixis, if you wish to.
Or peek at Breen and be like, I think this counts as emergency, and she takes off and she's gonna charge in here because these guys are way too close to the spellcasters.
Okay. As soon as you step out of the circle, I need a Constitution saving throw.
23.
23. Okay, you saved, so you will only take 3 lightning damage.
I'm going to take 2 slash attacks with my claws at this big guy here. First one's going to be a trip attack.
Okay.
Of course, I'm using the die that I can't read very well while it's down. My attacks are 7, so that's an 18 to hit.
An 18 will hit.
That is, I need a strength saving throw.
What kind of saving throw?
Strength saving?
Strength saving throw, okay. That is 23.
Okay, so he'll make that. He is not knocked prone. 10, 14, 18 points of poison damage.
Poison damage, okay.
We'll go in with my next attack. We'll try and trip him again, because why not? This one's a 17 to hit.
17 will still hit.
Okay.
Strength save will be a 21.
You're passing that. This one's not as good as a roll, so that's 14 poison damage.
14 poison damage, okay.
And then we're going to action surge and take 2 more.
Surge away.
We'll go ahead and we'll keep trying to trip him. No,
Okay.
those were the wrong die. Okay, that's another 17. Roll to 10 again.
So that's another hit. And that is a 18 on the save.
Still fails. At the 15, we're trying to 15. It's the DC.
Gotcha.
9, 16, 20 poison damage.
Okay, very good damage so far.
We'll take that last attack. Oh, okay, it's a 19 on the dice, so that's a... Yeah. Still tripping, yeah.
And that is a 16 on the save.
So close. That was my last time I
Each
could
one
do
is
it.
getting lower and lower.
That was the last time I could do it. So 7, that's 9, and that's 13 poison.
13 poison, okay.
The
Some
bright side is
serious damage to this guy.
the bright side is it adds a d8 to every single one of my hits, so there's that.
Yes.
I don't want to move back just yet. Hoping that
Okay.
maybe he'll hit me instead of the other one, so if not, I will smack him again.
Alright,
That is my turn. I don't have any bonus action I can do.
so that brings us over to you, Xena.
Okay, I'm going to rush over there. With my 40 feet of movement, I should be able to get right there. I want to get these guys into my window though.
You circle around by Isa, because that's
I don't have enough movement
here.
for that.
Okay.
I can get to like right here.
That at least puts Yixis in it.
Yeah,
Is
I
it-
wanted to attack the big guy though, because he's the one who's taking.
Don't worry about it. Just do your thing.
Okay, thinking like Xena and not like a metagamer here. She would want to continue taking down the target she's fighting. So sorry, guys. But if you walk into that circle, but yeah, she would want to whack away at him some more, since he tried to get away from her. She isn't like that. So she'll answer Xerx's yips and do a sounding like hyena-ish call of attack back, and is gonna take some swings at the dwarf giant thing guy.
Okay.
That would be low this time. I don't know if this is gonna hit or not. 15.
15 will not hit. Not
Damn.
quite.
All right, I'm gonna swing again. Okay, that's better. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 will hit.
Okay. This dice. Okay. 9 points of slashing.
9 points of slashing. Okay, that is certainly enough to tear through the tatters of his remaining armor, drop him to his knees. So you tear out his throat.
Oh,
Nice.
resounding yips of victory. And
Anything else on your turn?
no, I don't have any more movement, so I can't. I'm out. Oh, wait, no, yes, one more thing. Sorry. Bonus action, storm aura, and
Oh, yeah.
the guy next to me is going to take 3 points of fire damage. It's something.
And he takes half of that, but damage is still damage.
So 1 point.
Yep.
My little lighter.
You
Hey, sometimes it comes down to 1 point.
Singe his weird, thick fur spines.
Yeah. Sorry to kill your
Right.
big guy. I was kind of curious to see what would happen if his mallet actually connected with something.
It's
want
probably for the best, because his one warhammer was like supercharged with lightning.
I was
So-
had concerns.
Probably a good
Warhammers.
thing that he was taken down. It, like, for one round, it essentially turns that warhammer into a hammer of thunderbolts, which does serious damage.
Yeah.
That's what I
Just
was
take
It's a
afraid of.
really situational ability, but it came into play, and I was so happy about it.
I just provided the
He's
power
dead.
for it.
But now he's dead.
And as he falls to the ground, everyone sees the runes on his warhammers fade, so they are no longer alight.
Hmm.
And moss and rust seem to encroach on these weapons now that their bearer is dead.
Oh, come
Of
on.
course.
You couldn't let us have it.
Nope. Yixis, it is your turn.
Those were his toys. None of us can touch them.
Yeah.
There is a very quickly breathing panic attack kind of thing going on in the Ixis. And in his mind, he can do nothing but think to respond with, "We're trying to save Isa right now," and leave it at that.
Okay.
I was off. I'm busy.
You feel that your response has been received.
And I will step down here and did I make these guys make a wisdom save before or a dex save? It was a dex save, right?
I believe it was deck save, yes.
You know what? I will not step down there. And I will use Toll Dead on him.
Okay.
Need a wisdom save.
Oh, for that, yeah, it was a wisdom save for them last time. Sorry, thought you were talking about something else. Ooh. That's gonna be nat 1 for a total of 2.
Sweet. 2d12. Okay, 16 points of necrotic damage.
Nice.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have my familiar fly over. Hold on, I have to think about this real quick. I'm sorry.
Simple wizard.
Oh, you know what? I will step. Can I step here and not ruin the circle?
You won't ruin the circle. Something will happen if you choose to step there. You don't actually know that something will happen, though, because Reen has not told anyone about it.
I'm going to jump over the rock. Right.
It is a very, very tall rock.
Never
It
mind.
is about 7 to 8 feet in height.
I can't jump over that. Can I move there?
Yes.
Okay.
It will get an opportunity attack on you, though, because you are moving out of its threat range.
Fine. You know what? I'm just going to do this anyways. My familiar goes down here, and for a bonus action, I cast through it Dragon's Breath on my tiny servant.
Nice.
And
Amazing combo.
it is going to move to, I think it was there, right? One more. And it's going to do a little 15-foot cone that's going to go this way and miss Xena. It's going to hit me, though.
Okay.
And it's going to, the Dragon's Breath is going to be acid.
Acid, all right.
And I need a
What kind of
dexterity save.
Dexterity
do mine.
save. Okay. That is going to be a 13.
That fails. And I almost succeeded, but I did not. So we'll both take 3d6 acid damage. And that's 14.
14, okay. This thing is looking real bad right now.
And then the last thing, can he make it? Wow, he just can. Chilling Rend. And that is a 19.
19 will hit.
12. 10 points of cold damage.
Full damage, okay.
That is my turn.
All right. That brings us to the one down there. That one is going to... it is going to move right over to here and hold an attack action. Sabira.
Oh, let's see here. And the one next to Yixis is the one that's not looking so hot.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, she's actually going to go ahead and attack him, kind of avert her attention over there now. What do I want to use? Nope, that's concentration. Nope, that's concentration. God damn it, I'm so concentration. Okay, all right. I would like to use Eldritch Blast.
I'm sorry. You'd like to use what?
Eldritch Blast!
Yeah. There it is.
Like everybody wants.
You are now officially a warlock.
I think it. Oh God, how many do I get at this? I think it's only 2. Yeah, I get 2 right now. So.
Yep, earned your warlock badge.
And I have to do 2, both of them at this. No, sorry. Do I do the range attack separately for each one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Each beam is a separate attack.
New spellcaster, who dis? Oh, double 18s.
Nice.
Plus 8, so
Absolutely hits.
26 for both.
Yes.
That is, let's see here. 2 beams at 5th level. Oh, that's just telling me how many beams there are. Okay, so it's still just 1d10. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that one increases the number of beams as you level up instead of the number of die.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh, I am on a roll. Okay, so that's. I don't think anything gets added onto that. It's just the straight up force damage. So,
Did you take
only
the education
add,
that adds your charisma modifier?
no, I did not.
Okay.
12.
Then yeah, just the straight up force damage.
12 damage altogether.
Okay. Really good damage against that guy this round.
Thank you.
Anything else from you?
No, that is all I can do. However, my buddy, I don't like how close this guy. Oh no, he's within range. Cool. He's gonna go ahead, and he needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. And do you have to make it as well, since you are
I-
also in that aura?
Believe I do. Doesn't say excluding me.
So this guy gets
Oh shit! I hit my
12.
DC on the dot. Nice. I just saved. He failed though, so he is poisoned.
He would be if he was not immune to the poisoned condition.
Mother. Heifer. Oh wait, hold on. Nope. I lied. The Constitution saving throw for okay. He's paralyzed until the end of his next turn.
Paralyzed until the end of his next turn, okay?
Yes. Oh God, no! I'm so sorry. I'm misreading this. No, okay. So he's not poisoned. That was for the aura. Now I'm gonna do the
Yes.
attack. That's what it was.
Okay.
Because he has to do con saves for the attacks. So he's gonna take his rotting claws and God, double 18s again. I'm keeping these dice. These are nice. These are pretty dice. You're my rotting dice.
Can I borrow those dice?
No,
No.
they're my nice. I forgot what they're called from Kraken, but they look like rotting zombie dice. Anyway, but that's just a +3, so that's a 21 for both hits.
Yeah, those will both hit.
Sweet. And then he needs to make one con save, see how he does, and then he'll have to make another if he succeeds.
Okay, so first con save is a 21.
Okay, I'm gonna do another one.
Second con save is a 17.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah,
I
he
would
makes it.
be
Okay.
very surprised if your DC was 17 at this level.
It's 16, so pretty close. Okay, so he has 10 necrotic damage overall.
10 necrotic overall. All right.
And he's just gonna look super gross and drippy in front of him. That's it.
Lovely. All right. That is going to bring us to this one up here who is currently surrounded. And it is going to kind of lower itself down on its haunches and look specifically over at Iza, and then also over at the Shadow Spirit. And it's going to say out in common, "Not today, puppies." And then all of that acid and poison that you see drenched on this thing's body gets like absorbed into its wounds, and its wounds close up as though it almost healed it in a way. And then it stomps one large, strange monkey hand paw on the ground, and that same black portal opens up beneath it, and it drops down into it and reappears just over here.
Did it use a spell for it to heal itself the first time?
It did not.
And then it teleported as a spell?
As an ability for these guys.
Frickety frack. Okay.
The suggestion that it did earlier was a spell, but this particular one that it just did is an ability. And that triggers the held action of the other one, who's going to make 2 attacks against Subira at advantage because of pack tactics.
Did he save from the paralysis?
No, he
Paralysis?
did not.
They're... What?
Or, yes, sorry.
Paralysis.
He did save.
Okay.
Yeah.
I flip-flopped the conditions because being in the aura is the poison effect, and then the paralysis is from the claws. So
Yeah.
I flip-flopped him.
Yeah, so he's fine. He can take his attacks.
Yeah.
And he's going to start with bite attack. That is going to be a 16 to hit.
Oh, it's my armor class.
Okay, so that will be... Oh, one of those is a 1. Lovely.
Have they both? They've both been injured, right? They're both. Yeah,
Yes,
they've both been hurt.
yeah.
Okay.
So you are going to take 12 piercing damage from the bite.
Okay.
He's going to attempt to claw at you.
And I would like to
And
use my hellish rebuke
Okay.
on
the
the guy
bite?
that just hit me. So he needs to make a dex saving throw.
Okay. Ooh, that is a nat 1. So he's gonna fail with a 3.
Okay. So it's gonna take 2d12. Ow! I just ripped my headphones out. I don't use these dice that often. What am I, a barbarian? Oh shit! Okay.
Maybe you should use them more.
I'm never using any other dice ever again. I'm just using these. Because I was almost maxed. That is going to be 22 fire damage.
22 fire damage. Very nice.
As you
Alright.
see her just look like she's like she just suddenly like just combusted and just flared in his direction.
Combusted
For
in
standing
its
up.
maw.
Yeah.
And now it burnt its tongue and it can't taste anything for at least a day.
Good.
But it will follow up that bite with a claw attack, which is a 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
And that will only be 6 slashing damage.
Okay.
And that brings us over to Zarax. Who is muted?
I am
Like
not
you do.
Not done with this monkey yet.
Monkeys quit monkeying around.
Yup. I'm going to move my hunter's mark onto this front one.
Okay.
Or the top one, however you want to look at it. And I'll retrieve those axes later. Bring out the curved greatsword. And one attack as we come in, and then drag it across behind. At least that's the intent. And has this one been wounded?
Yes, it has.
That's probably not going to hit. That's a 11.
It will not.
Second one might, though. That's a 25.
Oh yes, that'll definitely hit.
I need those. I need those. Hey, you two dice are officially fired for the night.
You want to borrow my sets I've been using? They've been glorious. In the words of the
17 damage.
We're just gonna have
That's some
Zora
pretty
roll
good
everything for us
damage.
from now on. Rest of the show.
Don't push that luck. It may run out. I'm gonna ride the wave while I still can.
All right. Anything else from you, Zarax?
Nope.
All right, Zara. The lightning rod is no longer in play, so that's good.
Yeah, the only downside is I have no level 3 spells left.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna cycle back to level 2 and drop a moonbeam on this one who just keeps running around.
Okay. That was on this one, right?
Yep. And I need a what saving throw? Con save.
On save. That is probably not going to do it with a 9.
Cool. 14 radiant.
14 radiant. Nice. Okay, that guy's looking real hurt now. And like properly hurt this time, not suck up the poison and acid back into himself hurt.
Gonna go over here to provide a little bit of support and protection for the ritual.
Okay.
That's about
That
it.
will be it. All right. Iza, you are starting your turn outside of the ritual circle, so I need a constitution saving throw from you, please.
No, that one's not so good. That's an 11.
11. That is going to hurt just a little bit because you are going to take 12 lightning damage.
Get back in that circle.
Oh, that's the plan. Given that there's nothing in the immediate area endangering, especially endangering Bring, who's performing the ritual, not in Yixis's grouping, she's gonna go ahead and move back into her circle. But instead of looking anxious and like she's fighting herself, she more looks like she's ready for something else to come nearby.
Okay.
Probably copying Xena's grin, battle grin.
Battle grin and battle cry. All right, Xena, you're up.
All right, I'm going to rush on over and do what she does best. She's gonna swing.
Swing away.
Okay, do this. Oh wow. Okay, that's gonna be really good. Would have been better if it was just 1 point higher, but no, couldn't be a nat 20. So 27 to hit.
Oh yes, most definitely.
And okay. What's that? What is that? It's a 9. Sometimes you can't tell if it's a 6 or a 9. I'm like, where's the dot? Okay, so that would be 9 plus 4 for the, so 13 points of slashing for my first hit.
13 points of slashing. Okay.
I meant to say reckless. Oh well, too late now. And oh, didn't need it. So second hit is almost the same number, 26, one less.
That'll do it.
Another 9 on the dice for another 13 points of slashing damage.
The 13 points of slashing damage. Okay. Real good damage to that guy. He's looking like if you accidentally kicked like a pebble or something in his direction and hit him, he'd just fall over dead.
I'm gonna
still breathing.
I'll activate my storm aura for 3 points of fire damage, whatever he takes.
Which he is resistant to, so it'll be halved to 1, which is enough to engulf him into flames, and he will drop dead.
Yay!
Right in front of
Yes!
Nice.
I was
Yes,
like,
today for the pups.
yeah, she's like, rah, rah, rah.
Try to run away from us.
So Xena's like, at this point, she's like covered in blood, and the flames are going. She's in her element. She's yipping and hollering and shouting how glorious the battle is, and is just in a full Xena frenzy right now. She's having a real good time.
Is that the AoE one that you used?
No, it's just my aura. Yeah, the one that just spreads out is just a little flame poof. It's a bonus action.
Indeed.
All right.
So yeah, it just did 1 little damage, but it was enough.
Sometimes it comes down
Any
to the
other
one.
movement? Any other
I think
movement or anything?
does-
Yeah, I still have movement, so I'll probably go and get in position over here.
Is that the one that hits everything in range or just a target?
Hits
It
everything
hits
around
everything
her.
in 5 feet, but nothing.
Yep.
You guys weren't around me, so
Yeah, it was
5
just the
feet?
creature that was in
5
range.
feet.
Okay.
Yeah, there
Or,
are
wait,
a
no,
few
it's
different
10 feet.
ones.
Sorry,
Oh, is it 10 feet?
It's 10 feet.
it's 10 feet. Oh crap. Okay, so I was there. So
That's fine.
Vera,
No, you're 1 over 1. You would have hit.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
were closer to me.
Either
oh,
way.
okay.
Either
So then
way,
it
it would
would
hit
just
both of them.
be it would just be Xerix then, and not Subira.
No,
Sorry,
it hit
Xerix.
severe.
You take 3
No,
points
it-
of fire
it-
damage.
It would hit Spirit too, because
It
it's
would?
the 10-foot radius out from you, not centered on the square.
Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. 3 points fire damage.
It's fine. It's fine. I was feeling slightly damp.
I feel like Vera would remember this if she wasn't muted.
Yep.
And Xena didn't say that. That was just Kiara, because Xena's in a blood frenzy and doesn't give any shits right now.
Fun
But
note
yeah.
about
Right.
that ability.
Same note. I'm still gonna move down there.
Okay.
And my
You
turn.
can trigger it mid-move.
Yeah, I already
Yeah.
used it though.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying you can trigger it mid-move. So you can catch
Oh.
something as you're running into it.
I always forget that I can do that.
It's a weird thing.
Yeah.
So, the dwarf giant is dead. So that brings us round to Yixis again.
Well, I'm gonna need a wisdom saving throw from that remaining creature, please.
All right, wisdom saving throw. And it is going to roll a 5.
That's a nope. Well, that's about as good as I could hope for. 21 necrotic damage.
Ouch.
Nice.
That's a hefty hit.
My shadow spawn is going to move to there.
Okay.
And going to attack.
It is in the moonbeam, so it might want to be careful about that.
It's fine. Unless it can move through. I mean, Xena would be an ally. Wait, hold on. Sorry, 1 second. It was there, so. You know what? Yeah, it could. It could play and get around there. It's got 40 feet of movement.
Yep.
And Chilling Rend as it slashes at it. Does a 16 hit?
16 is 1 shy.
Well, darn it all then. And my little tiny servant is going to clickety clank over there.
The tiny servant that could.
And he's going to do his breath attack. I need a dex save, please.
Dexterity save. It's going to be a 18.
It passes, so it'll take half of this. 12 points of acid damage.
12 points of acid damage. Okay.
And that is all I can do.
All right. And that will bring us to that creature, actually, who, excuse me, like its dead companion, is going to get down on its haunches and kind of growl and shudder a little bit as it absorbs some of that breath attack damage that it just took. Oh, nope, that was supposed to be a plus, not a minus. Get that HP back, buddy.
Well,
I
then
just
I'm
did
glad
minus
it only
3
took
times
half.
in a row. There we go. Okay.
Then I'm glad it only took half.
Yeah, it's probably a good thing. So it is in a tough spot. What is it gonna do? No, it's not gonna do that. I don't think Pass Without a Trace is gonna help it right now. It is going to look around at the group surrounding it, try to determine who is in the roughest shape, and then make 2 attacks against Sabira.
Oh yeah, don't attack like, the putrid guy next to me who looks in worse shape than me. I'm just saying.
These things are magical and quite intelligent, so it does recognize that there is summoned creatures at play. So that is going to be a 22 to hit with its bite.
Yes, it does.
That is right down the middle with 12 piercing damage. And then it is going to swing at you with its claw for another 22 to hit. But slightly less damage. That is just 6 damage, slashing damage to you. And
Okay.
then it is just going to stand there and prepare for the inevitable. Sabira.
How hurt is it looking?
It's not great. It is covered in its own blood at the moment.
Okay. Sorry, you said that first one was like -12. You said, I think. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, and he's resistant to fire, isn't he?
He sure is.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Let's fine. We'll do Old Faithful and do friggin' Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast, okay. Now, because he is in melee range of you, that will be rolling at disadvantage, just like a normal range attack would be.
Doesn't matter. I rolled double ones.
Ooh.
I told you.
That's a magical fumble, too.
Yeah, it is. Those are double ones.
I did not have that chart prepared. 1 second.
This is why I don't use Eldritch Blast. Bad juju.
But magical fumbles are always the best kind of fumbles.
Are they, though?
Only
They
for
really
the DM.
are. At least the way that I handle them, they are. Because it's magic. It's not necessarily a bad thing.
That's true.
Roll a D100 for me, if you would.
Okay. Alright, let's see here.
Open the fabric of the universe and
Okay. Aw, so close to a nice. 69.
69?
Yep.
Nice. 69. Oh, okay.
Oh, 68. I said it was close to a 69.
Oh, that's not as good. Okay. All right. So, what is the range on this? You know, I put this one on this chart, not expecting that I would ever be the DM of this. So you hear, like, everything around you suddenly start to speak. All the blades of grass beneath your feet, all of the flora, the trees, all of it suddenly starts speaking, and it's all just so excited as it addresses you, all of these voices at once, like, oh my god, are you Sabira? Oh, I am so happy to meet you. Finally, we have this chance to meet you. You're amazing.
Shut
Absolutely
up!
amazing, Sabira.
No.
And just these hundreds of voices are just ecstatic to meet you in person.
No.
And those voices are going to persist for the next 10 minutes.
Oh.
She does the thing where she just, like, because she has very large ears for a gnoll, she's gonna, like, grab the tip of them and fold them over to, like, pin them down against her head and just be like
And everyone else, what you see is Sabira raising her hand to do the familiar warlock trope of Eldritch Blast. But instead of that beam firing out, it just like pulses at her fingertips and then bursts in a big bubble of light. And the rest of you don't see or hear anything strange. Just, you know, maybe your spell didn't work. It's magic.
Make the faces go away. Make them go away.
Yeah, Sabira, you hear all of these voices happening. However, you still can make that roll for your second beam if you'd like.
No, that was for 1 and 2.
That would have just... did you roll...
Well,
because you would have
I
been
rolled
rolling at disadvantage.
That's
Yeah.
right. Oh, thank God. Okay, let's see here.
I mean, it could be another one.
So still at disadvantage?
Yeah.
No, okay. 15.
15 is not enough, though.
Damn it. Okay.
Unfortunately.
At least it wasn't a 1 this time.
Yeah.
Would have been so bad.
Magic fumbles are the greatest. All right. So that.
Did you do that one because Zael could speak with plants?
No, I wrote that chart long before she got that ability.
Oh, that's funny.
I wrote that chart like 2 or 3 months before Sonata 1.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. It's a fun chart. So, Xerax, you're up.
Okay. There. And move the hunter's mark over. One of these will survive long enough again.
Maybe.
And take our first swing, see if we can stop this thing from jumping away again. 25 to hit.
25 will definitely hit.
And this one has been damaged.
Yes.
Okay. Hi, dice.
Nice knowing you.
6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12 plus 5, 17.
17. Good damage. Starting to look rough. Real rough.
Good. And second swing. That was all over the place. 17 to hit?
17 is the exact number you needed to hit.
$16.
16. Okay. You put this thing down and out of its misery as it drops to the ground, life leaving its strange contorted body. The faint green glow in its eyes fades. You are all victorious.
I would like to go over and high five my my putrid undead spirit.
You high five it, and it makes this like gross squelching noise.
She smiles.
Xena turns to begin slashing at the other two enemies that she sees beside her because she has never seen either the zombie creature or the summon beside her. So she's gonna turn to the summon and take a swing because she doesn't know why these things were helping us in the battle.
That's mine.
Now
That's
is
mine.
the time to attack them.
That's fair.
That's
fair.
my
So,
creature.
As soon as Xena's axe goes through the shadow, because I'm sure she'll hit.
Yeah.
It just,
Oh. And she'll turn with hungry eyes towards the skeleton. Rush on over.
That's my creature. That's my creature.
Make a con save.
Okay. That would be 19.
Okay, you succeed. You are not poisoned.
And a 16 to hit.
Oh god, what is its AC? Hold on. I can't imagine it's high because it's undead.
While this
That's a good
tomfoolery
question.
is going on, Zara drops a cure wounds on herself.
Oh yeah, it you said it was a 16?
Yeah.
Its AC is a 16.
Ah. You're lucky. 8 points of slashing damage as finally what you said is starting to sink into her blood rage. And she stops and goes,
He's helping. Do not smack Giorgio again.
Giorgio?
Yes.
I'm so sorry, skeleton. Are you like related to Skelly? And she looks at Samira. Is he related?
I don't know who Skelly is.
I'm so sorry. I imagine I might need to make another con save, but
Probably.
I'm probably fine. I got like a 19.
Yeah.
Poor
Right.
Skelly's still wandering around the desert.
may I cordially request our break?
Yes.
Oh yeah, we
just
haven't had a break yet.
waiting for the shenanigans to end there. And then I was going to
Sorry.
say, before we continue with what is coming next, because there is more yet to come, as the rumbling from the forest has not ceased. We're going to take a quick break.
Yeah.
Get up, stretch our legs, refresh our drinks, go do whatever we need to do. And you should too, because it is not healthy to sit at your desk for more than 1 hour at a time without standing up. So we will be right back. See you then.
And we are back.
Maybe.
Welcome back.
Wait, maybe what? Maybe we're back?
Yes.
No, I took it from my Tuesday character. Oh, I know.
Oh. Yeah.
Options.
So
That's all I'm saying.
the battle against the dwarf giant and his two friends has come to an end, and Xena is no longer attacking your allied summons. For the moment, things seem okay. As mentioned before the break, the rumbling is still coming from the direction of the tree line. However, it does seem somewhat distant at the moment. Is there anything?
You said if we needed healing to come to you, correct?
Yes, that
I
is
need healing.
correct.
I'm
Okay.
not. I just. Yeah. I need help, please.
Oh, okay. I will help. How much healing do you need?
Well, my max is 50 and I'm at 14.
Okay. So you need 36.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh God, I know what she's doing. Oh God, no.
So she places a hand on your shoulder, and you see her wince and almost drop down to her knees, but she manages to catch herself before falling, and you feel a surge of life flow through you as you regain all of your hit points back up to max.
Can I do an Arcana check to see what she's doing? I have a feeling I know what she's doing, but I want to see if Sabira knows.
You sure can.
Oh yeah, that's a 22.
22?
Mhm.
Yeah. What she's doing seems to be somewhat similar to a spell that you know as life transference, though not identical to it. Where life transference, if I'm remembering correctly, I have not double checked this, you take necrotic damage and then heal someone for double the damage that you took. What she's doing looks to be like a 1-to-1 transference of her life. And she is breathing quite heavily at the moment.
You should not sacrifice so much when you are trying to help.
I am okay. Need all of you to make sure ritual complete.
Don't you have to be okay in order to complete the ritual?
Yes.
Then there's my point.
But I am okay.
Insight check? I feel like she wouldn't be a
sure.
liar, but I just have to insight check anyway.
Her character sheet for a second here. Oh god, so many spells.
Oh my God, I thought you said, oh my God, somebody smells. Like, is it your dog?
No, it's that undead that you summoned. He's a
Oh,
little
well,
bit
that
stinky.
too. Yep. He'll do that.
Yeah, she is not the deceiving type, so go ahead and roll that insight if you want.
I didn't think so, but she doesn't know that. Oh, my insight's actually not that great. Oh, no. That's a 7.
7? Okay. Yeah, you're not confident in what she just said, but there's nothing on her face or in her body language that tells you otherwise.
Okay. She'll kind of pat her on the back, and you can't tell if she's concerned or worried or what, 'cause she just has her straight face.
Just don't die and save your strength to continue and complete this ritual.
We will try. Dying is not part of the plan.
Good.
Fox, give me an intelligence DC to beat.
16.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be tough. Yixis is gonna walk up to Reen. May, maybe you might have a way to block off this area. I know you said you were a geomancer without interrupting the ritual.
If ritual was not happening, we could, maybe. But cannot during ritual. Would have been smart to do first, but we did not think of it.
Maybe I have time to learn it from your book.
Is very high level spell for area this big.
Oh,
Also, if not done right, could block connection to ley line.
oh,
It will be okay.
okay.
Are you okay? Do you need healing?
I only took a little bit. I'm fine.
She is going to insight check that. I should really stop closing her character sheet. So if you want to roll either a persuasion or a deception, depending on which of those you think it is, the number on insight that she has rolled is 15.
My 14 on persuasion. I took 14 damage out of 50.
Okay. And she looks at you and kind of cocks her head to the side a bit, and she has an expression of concern on her face, but does give you a slight nod and turns her attention back to Isa.
And Zara's standing right there still?
As far as I know.
Yeah, Zara's still there.
Zara, Zael spoke to me. She sent me a message.
Oh, goody. What did she say?
Oh, she didn't sound happy.
Does she ever sound happy?
She sounded less happy.
How can you tell? Her default mood seems to be either annoyed, shouting, or throwing yeth.
Well, her daughter is my best friend, so I've kind of been around her a little bit more than most, I guess.
I'm sorry.
I mean, she can be really nice sometimes, but mostly scary.
I'll have to take your word for the being nice. What did she say?
Well, that we had better be able to explain ourselves.
She sent it to you?
She probably knows that I'm the one that's going to be the most scared.
Exactly. Picking on you. Don't let her do that. Stand up to her.
I responded. I said we were trying to save Isa.
That was not a lie?
Kind of left it generic.
Look at it this way. If tradition plays out, you won't have to hear from her until tomorrow.
At least I have that to look forward to.
And look at it this way. If you stand up to her and she kills you, well, then you win.
I fail to see how that's winning.
She couldn't beat you verbally, so she had to kill you.
I'm still dead in that scenario.
Yes, and she has to win. She has to live with the shame that she had to resort to killing someone.
I
That
don't
she
think
couldn't
she
best.
thinks the way you do.
This is true. But
I'm pretty sure she's okay with removing obstacles.
or sending people to do it for her.
That too.
Oh, look on the bright side. Maybe we just leave all this behind us and go our own path.
like a puppy who doesn't know what to do. There's just shifting eyes. And kind of curling up into himself a little bit.
You okay?
That doesn't sound like a very bright side.
Why? You don't have to be bullied anymore. You don't have to live under a ruler whose hypocrisy tends to overshadow themselves. And you get to choose your own path.
I lose my best friend.
You'll make new ones.
Hasn't really been my experience.
You have us.
Well, no offense to you guys, you have taken care of me, but you did kind of get stuck with me. It's not like you chose me.
If we wanted to leave you behind, we would have. You have demonstrated that you belong in this group. Not to mention, we like you.
You do?
Yeah. I mean, we may pick on you, but that's because you're the youngest. There's no resentment in it. While I tease you and call you an Arcastan mage, it's just teasing. If I really had thought you were an Arcastan mage, I would have killed you. Or let Xena kill you.
There's a very slight perking of the ears and slight straightening of the shoulders, but he looks like he's still thinking over that whole concept.
Just be ready, pup. We've got what sounds like more coming at us.
Rin's gonna need me to help her soon.
Yes. Stay close.
I can tell this one, pointing to the tiny servant. I can tell it to help defend, but I won't be able to do anything else once I'm helping. I don't think.
By you helping her, you're doing enough. Just be ready to help if that's the case.
Okay.
Okay. And Yixis, could I get an Arcana check from you?
Yes, 3. Ooh, good. That's 24.
24. Okay. So between that and the Arcana check that I had you do at the end of the first fight, you can kind of put two and two together here and realize that this ritual is likely acting as a sort of beacon for whatever it is that is sending these creatures in your direction. It's a lighthouse of magic, essentially. And that can be quite enticing to certain creatures.
Would I have any idea how to either block, reflect, or transpose that?
With the knowledge you have, you do not see any way for that to be possible. The amount of arcane energy that is being gathered to this spot specifically through a greater ley line is nearly impossible to block. It can be hidden from some lesser creatures, maybe, but anything that knows even basic magic is likely to pick up on something happening in this general area.
Okay. We'll turn to Reen. I think we basically lit a torch here, and it's attracting a bunch of things. I know, kind of stating the obvious, but do you know any way we might be able to filter it, block it, make it so that not everything sees it?
I have never tried before, but also never done magic this strong before. It is all new. Exciting. But you are
That's one way
strong.
to put it.
So we are confident that you will get us through this.
Oh, okay. How much longer until you need me?
Maybe 4 or 5 hours.
Okay.
Sit, rest. More trouble coming.
I will do exactly that.
I'm gonna recover my javelins.
Yep, you can absolutely do that.
Going
you
to
go pull the
recover my
one out of
axes.
that dude, and then also the lightning javelin that missed. And same to you, Raven. You can go recover your axes without issue. They didn't go too far, so I'm not going to make you roll to find them.
I think they both impacted him.
Yes.
I know the weapons disappeared, but was there any other belongings left behind other than the bodies of these things?
If somebody wants to attempt to loot the bodies, you sure
I will
can.
do an investigation on whatever is around.
The dwarf giant had pockets in his armor. The other creatures just had nature's pocket, which you probably don't want to be rummaging around in.
Not searching that. Nope. Mm-mm.
If you're looking around the dwarf giant, that will be investigation, and yeah, that'll be it. You can also try and recover some body parts from the other creatures if you want. You can.
I'm not particularly interested in
uses.
that, but natural 20 for 27 investigation. Hoping there's something useful on this guy.
There is going to be, let's see, what are you going to find here? Ooh, okay. Yeah, you find a bag that is strapped to his hip, and it has a letter H stitched into the side of it. And you also find, what is this? Okay. You also find a staff that is on his back, that was sitting presumably behind his warhammers.
Sabir, did these look magical?
They look magical.
Give me an Arcana check.
Oh, I thought you had like the detect magic thing.
Oh, right. I detect magic.
Detect magic. Okay. So So your detect magic goes off, and you detect a few things. You detect enchantment coming from both the bag and the staff. And you also detect divination coming from somewhere above you.
Oh. Okay.
Yes, there are enchantments on this bag and staff. Something peculiarly magical above us.
Xena looks up. What does she see?
Clear blue sky and a few fluffy white clouds.
Them clouds, magic clouds? Hey, clouds!
The clouds do not respond.
Xena shrugs. Maybe you're broken.
Are you saying I'm broken?
Yeah. No magic. Clouds didn't talk.
Yeah, I didn't say the clouds, I just said above us. There's a lot of stuff between us and the clouds.
Air.
Very good.
Air magic.
Can be.
She tries to suck up the magic air. Think it might do something for her.
I don't correct her.
Suck up fresh mountain air.
Yeah, feels refreshing. Think it's doing something.
You
I'm
look
getting
stronger.
kind of lightheaded.
That's the magic working. Keep going.
Don't
So-
make her pass out. That's just inconvenient.
I'm gonna sit down and start ritualistically casting Identify on the staff first, and then on the bag. I have a feeling I know what the bag is, but I don't think Ixis would know offhand what the bag is.
Okay. So you're doing the staff first, you said?
Yes.
That is, let me see here. Should have it in the Roll20 compendium. I will double check before I actually say anything. Yes.
I'm
Okay.
hoping to get it done fast enough that if it's useful to anybody in the party, they can attune to it.
You identify this staff, and you identify it as a staff of flowers. It's a wooden staff that has 10 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend 1 charge from the staff and cause a flower to sprout from a patch of earth or soil within 5 feet of you, or from the staff itself. Unless you choose a specific kind of flower, the staff creates a mild scented daisy. The flower is harmless and non-magical, and it grows or withers as a normal flower would. Staff regains 1d6 plus 4 expended charges daily at dawn.
Oh, I have a character in a different campaign that would absolutely love this.
So you could, in theory, make a rose sprout with all its thorns.
You could, in theory, use this staff to create any kind of flower. Which, when I rolled on the chart and that came up, I was like, "Oh, that's a funny joke item." But yeah, it's more than a joke item. I think any alchemist would murder someone for this.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think I would give this to Zara. As much as I would love to give it to Xena, just for funsies. I think I would give it to Zara.
What's this?
Well, it's a magical staff, so that's good, but it doesn't do a whole lot except you have 10 charges that you can grow a flower. Any flower you want.
Any flower.
Yeah. You have to specify.
Fungi aren't flowers.
Says who?
Says the DM. Also says nature.
Yeah, it says nature.
Also says nature.
Hey, aren't there like death blossoms?
Venus flytrap, then cast enlarge on it.
There are all kinds of flowers that'll murder someone real quick.
Mhm. This could be useful. Thank
I
you,
mean,
Pup.
I'm not really into the nature thing, but I know you are, so maybe it's best for you.
Well, if we ever need some sort of curative flower or poison, maybe. Now we have access to it.
Does it require attunement?
It does not.
Oh, even better.
There you go. Does it?
If
does
you want
it
to add
happen
that to your
have,
character sheet, it is in the compendium.
I
Oh
will.
my god.
Oh, what compendium?
I made all of my compendiums
okay.
available on
Gotcha,
Roll20,
gotcha.
so
I
type it
didn't
in
know
and it
if
should
I
just
didn't
pop
know
up.
if you meant like the compendium on Roll20 or if it's in one of the books.
Yeah, it is from Xanathar's.
Oh, cool. All right, I will add that into my character sheet.
Just wondering, is it treated as a quarterstaff if you use it for combat?
Where did it go? There it is. Yeah, 1d bludgeoning or versatile 1d8.
There we go.
There you go.
1d6
You got a
bludgeoning.
magical quarterstaff that can pop out flowers.
Yep.
You can also beat people with it.
But I possibly does it only make the flower grow in the ground?
In the ground or on the staff.
So I could technically. Oh, that is good.
Have fun. Have fun with it.
No, because there are flowers in the D&D world that are deadly to even be around.
Yep.
Bring one
There
of
are
those
certain
flowers up, plant growth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Even just making one grow on the end of the staff and then bopping someone with that end of the staff.
Boop the snoot, and then you die.
Yep.
Don't those, some of them like release spores and all sorts of horrifying things.
Yes, give a spore sprouting staff to a spore druid.
No fungi.
Oh, I don't need
Fungi are
fungi.
flowers.
Nope.
Don't
but
need.
there's
spores.
many others. Then there's isn't there a whole set of flowers that basically consume corpses to grow?
Yeah, corpse flower.
Corpse flowers.
Yeah.
Just smack somebody with one of those. They'll be fine.
We just need to come across those special flowers from Destiny. Zael had in Destiny Forge that she wasn't allowed to pick, and I don't remember where they were.
Those were magical, though. This does not make magical flowers.
They're just flowers that can be used to make magical potions.
So I will immediately sit down and start working on the bag.
Okay, you identify this bag. It is a bag of holding.
Do I know how those work?
I think so. Given the amount of stuff that you've read and how far along you are in your magics, you'd understand how a bag of holding works.
And I know not to turn it inside out in this world, right?
Yeah, I would say so. Normally turning it inside out is how you empty it instantly, but we have established previously in Destiny Force that turning it inside out is bad juju in this world.
Yeah.
So I would say to empty it, you would just reach in and think that you want to retrieve everything or something of that sort.
Oh, so I can do it that way then.
Yes. Yeah, because I'm seems weird to eliminate the emptying mechanic entirely, because that's like one of the big mechanics of bags of holding. So alternative way, just reach in, think about retrieving everything.
Okay. I may regret this, but I'm gonna try that. I will move away from the arcane circle first, just in case, and try to remove everything without being and like everything explode forth.
Okay. Roll a D100 for me.
Okay.
Let's find out what's in this bag.
Well, that's an 84.
84, pretty darn good. Okay, roll another D100 for me.
Okay. 74.
74. Damn. Damn. I wish I found this bag. Okay, you reach into this bag and think to retrieve everything from within it, and you feel your hand grasp around something and you pull, and the first thing that comes pouring out of this bag is dirt. A lot of dirt just comes flying out of it, and it continues to fly out of it for a good like 10 solid seconds before it like sputters out and like coughs up a cloud of dust behind the remainder of the dirt.
This guy's carrying around dirt. All right.
Nothing happens for a moment, and you kind of like look in the bag like, is that it? And then you hear it jingling from within the bag, and move your face out of the way just in time as a jet of gold coins, gold, silver, and copper coins comes flying out of this bag. And that goes on for several minutes.
You now have Xena's full attention.
The
You have my
pile
full
gets
attention.
bigger and bigger and bigger till
The
it finally
kind of
stops.
standing there holding the bag going, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Oh,
And-
someone just got a lot hotter.
Laying there in a massive pile is 74,000 gold worth of coins.
70,000?
We're but simple gnolls.
74,000.
What are we to
It's a
do?
mix of copper, silver, gold, and platinum, but the
Start
total worth is
Splitting that shit up there,
74,000.
buddy.
We're gonna go buy our own village out in the middle of nowhere now.
Yes.
Give me a nature check.
What the
Nature. Is this a bag from the goose? That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. There is only one type of creature that has this much wealth. Typically, that creature has very large wings and very sharp claws.
So
Xena
first,
at this point is swimming in the money.
Better split that shit up there, boy.
Oh no!
Make,
Did this
making an angel.
did this dwarf giant rob the hot dragon's cave?
Is everyone watching as Yixis does this? I imagine it's hard to miss.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm making coin angels. I'm definitely there.
I also like detect magic on it, so I was curious to see like what it was.
Okay, let's in that case do a group nature check.
Oh no.
Oh,
no.
good.
Oh, I'm actually prefer. Okay.
Not bad.
Not great.
13.
18.
21.
Okay. And Yixis?
oh, we're not counting my other one?
Nope. This is a
Okay.
new nature check.
The hell, dirty 20 again. Okay.
Okay. A pretty decent average between everyone. Seeing this horde of treasure, you all initially come to that same realization that Yixis did, that really the only ones that are ever seen with this amount of treasure are dragons. And you all also begin to think back to the monsters that you were just fighting. Every single monster, despite being quite different from each other, all shared that same faint green glow in their eyes, as if maybe they were being controlled by something or persuaded by something magically. These are abilities that you have heard that dragons possess.
We should get this back in the bag. Not the dirt. Don't care about the dirt.
You're right. We need to use it to stage a better trap in a better location. Here isn't the time to face dragons.
I think if it's around, it already knows.
Here, hold the bag open. I'll start doggy digging it into the bag. Xena just hunches down and starts to...
So not to sound selfish because or greedy, but was that everything that came out, the dirt and the gold?
Yep, that was everything that came out.
Okay. So yeah, doing my best to help scoop gold back in and get it out of plain sight.
As much as I'd love to face a dragon, Isa is more important. But put a pin in it.
Okay, so it takes you guys, let's say, about 35 minutes to get every last coin back into that bag. Are you putting the dirt back in there or leaving the dirt?
Is there anything off about the dirt?
I'm gonna sniff it.
It looks like dirt. It smells like dirt.
Samira, is this dirt magical at all?
Your detect magic says it is not magical.
I'm gonna lick it.
No.
It tastes like dirt.
Tastes like dirt.
Actually, I mean, you know what sand tastes like. I imagine you've probably tasted dirt before. Who hasn't tasted dirt?
I mean, I might not have. It's I don't know.
We'll let the dice decide. If it's above 10, you've tasted dirt. It's 10, and I said above 10.
Yep.
So you've never tasted dirt before.
That's
This
shocking.
is
Sorry.
it's very much like what you're used to when, you know, all those times that you've tasted sand, but it's earthier, it's more fibrous, it has a little more substance to it, and it doesn't hurt your teeth as much to chew.
It's actually kind of good, guys. It's sort of like sound, but like juicier.
You know, I think this, as weird as it sounds, I think this dirt was probably in here for a reason. At the very least, it might make a funny trap to pour it out on somebody sometime. But let's get this back in there too.
She'll try to get what she can off her tongue and put it back in the bag.
Scrape the dirt off your tongue directly into the bag. A little bit of slobber goes in there too.
Yep. Oh, a lot of it of slobber.
So it'll take you guys another 15 minutes to shovel the dirt back into the bag.
Sounds about right.
I'm gonna keep an eye on up above while we do it too. Just every now and then looking up with half hopeful,
And-
half dread.
The divination, Sabira, that you detected above you guys remained there for the full duration of detect magic.
And there's nothing that can be seen.
Nothing that you can see with the naked eye.
She's gonna go over to Xerax.
Xerax, remember from before you did a thing, your nature magic that allowed you to see some eyes in the sky. I believe it was
Oh.
the ethereal plane.
Oh. Oh, why?
Do you mind looking up and just checking? I think we're being watched. I have a hunch.
You know, his absolute paranoia of everything is going to set in, and we will punch detect portal, which is not actually a spell. It's totally great.
For I think only like the second time in this campaign, you do not detect a portal when you use your detect portal ability.
Huh.
Things seem all right.
Well, good news. There's no portal of any breed above us.
Is there bad news?
There's always bad news.
I feel
There's
like
not
you
a
had a
portal
follow-up.
above us, so whatever you sensed wasn't a portal. So it's a different problem.
Yixis, can you see invisibility at all? You're muted.
No.
Well, it's divination, so it's hard to determine if it's good or bad. It's puzzling, but it's unsettling as well.
Xena's gonna grab some like dirt, not the special dirt, but like just normal dirt, whatever's around the area, and like squish it up and throw it in the air.
Okay.
She's trying to detect invisibility the way she knows how. So
You know what? That seems pretty plausible, actually.
Yeah, I mean it does.
she just kind of walks around in the general area Subera's been staring at with her Subera glare and just kind of throwing dirt up in the area.
It's clever. I like it. Roll me something.
Okay, I will roll that something. That something is an 18. I don't know what to add, but it's an 18.
Add your dex to that.
It's a 19.
19. Okay, let's set the DC. That's a really bad DC. Okay. Yeah, you go around for a few minutes, just kind of like sprinkling dirt up into the air, and with your strength, you're able to get it quite high up. And when you get to the point, roughly where Yixis is standing, and throw the dirt up about 15 feet above you guys, it seems to make contact with something.
Ooh.
And then falls back down to the ground.
I did magic.
Was I able to see an outline of what
Yeah, I
may have
imagine
been?
everyone was probably watching Xena do this, because how could you not watch someone do that?
I'm detecting
and
invisibility.
you saw it make contact with something that you would guess is roughly the size of a closed fist. And you know with your arcane abilities that is likely some sort of scrying eye or scrying orb.
Just because she can. She's going to call her putrid undead over.
Okay.
She's going to rest her arm on its shoulder and just give it the bird
I'm
to
gonna,
this guy.
I'm gonna walk over to this palm tree. Are those fronds very high up?
No, that is a fern that looks like a palm tree, because I couldn't find an asset for a fern.
I'm gonna take out a knife and cut off the fronds and hand a frond to each person.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna hold it above my head, hoping that'll help me not be seen.
Xena
Okay.
hugs the frond and just looks at it confused and uses it to kind of fan herself, but then realizes she's not hot because it's like actually kind of cold here and she's not in the desert. So she just looks at it confused again.
I think Zara is probably going to go within range of where that dirt flew up and build the closed fist, and she's just going to produce flame at it.
Okay. So you go over there and you produce flame up at where that dirt made contact, and your flame doesn't seem to make contact with anything.
You said Zael contacted you earlier.
Yeah.
Do you
I'm now
suppose
over
that's
by
her?
Reen, holding the front over myself and Reen.
Do you suppose that's her looking in on us?
I can ask.
Oh, that would make sense. It might also be something else.
I doubt Kay is
these
capable of
things-
doing it.
Or
If he
knowing
does,
our
he is.
location.
Well, he would have no idea where we are, other than we are no longer,
That's what
where
I mean.
we were.
I'm
Wouldn't be
more
okay.
worried about the thing that's potentially, controlling all these creatures and sending them after us.
They're being controlled.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
You notice the green in their eyes? And how when they die, it kind of...
Is that not normal for the creatures in this land?
No, it's
Not normal for anything.
Oh, good to know. I don't know why, but I'm sure that it's good to know.
See, this whole ritual thing has kind of like, you know how out in the desert when you see somebody with a bonfire and you're like, oh, hey, look, there's people over there and they're doing something that I might be interested in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, arcane equivalent.
Ah. So we've called attention to ourselves. And that's what's bringing all this glorious battle to our doorstep.
Yeah.
No.
This is a trial. This is a test. And we are victorious in it so far.
Oh, we're being tested all right. Seems like, well, if based off the past two instances, it seems like they're going to get tougher.
Bring it.
Well, we get more spent.
I feel fine.
That's really good for you.
You'll be fine too. Just keep doing what you do.
I don't know if you know this, but I only have a limited number of things that I can do, and they don't come back quickly.
Oh. So you can't do the flame thing just anytime you want?
No.
Ah. It is very unfortunate. You should have instead studied the axe. I find it's quite the reliable weapon choice. Never really goes out unless you unfortunately break your weapon.
He kind of wiggles his arms like a wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tuba man.
Right.
He's got the old noodle arms.
True. That happens when you don't wield an axe at an early age enough. I could recommend a certain diet that would help you build up your muscles. I'll start fixing it into your food. It's protein. It's good for you. Lots more protein. If you want, you could do workouts with me in the morning. Do some push-ups.
Calisthenics with Xena.
Yeah. We'll work on it. And
Besides,
she kind of pats him on the back.
there's just blank. She didn't get it.
And she'll look over at Xerix and Zara and say, like, if there is to be another battle, where would you like us? Should we go around the outskirts like before, or bring in the circle of protection a bit closer this time?
We need to be a wall. We need to stop it from getting to Isa or interrupting.
So far, close.
A little spread out, but closer.
Okay. Zeta rushes out to position. Like here. Okay.
I can imagine her moving out and looking back and going, is this good? And,
Yeah.
And Zara just,
Like it
just
here?
keep
"Is
doing this.
good?"
Zara's just doing this.
What about here?
Keep going. Keep going. Keep
Stand
going.
here
Nope, little more, little more.
Oh, okay.
where I am. No,
Oh.
where I am. Come to me. No. Stand next to me.
Oh, okay.
There.
There.
Yes.
Good. Yes. I am in place.
Nailed it.
And Xena will just sit and watch vigilantly.
Okay. And after all of this conversation and bag of holding shenanigans, it's been about an hour or so since the last battle ended. And I would say this has been an hour of non-strenuous activity. So if anyone wants to get the benefits of a short rest, you can. Isa and Reen do not get the benefits of a short rest.
Sounds about right.
Hit die. Yeah, those are things. I can't remember when you're expending your hit dice. Do you get your con modifier to that?
Yep, you
Okay.
sure do.
Which is why a high con modifier is always a better thing.
Yep.
Yeah, that's better. I feel less dead now.
I don't really like the fact we may be going into a dragon fight when I've got 3 first level spells and a second level spell left.
You know, it'll be fine. Totally fine.
Tis a bit scary.
Okay. So, let's have the two that were doing it last time do it again for me. If Zara and Xerax could give me survival checks to get an estimate of your time.
18.
19.
18 and 19, okay. You both kind of come to the same conclusion that with the growing volume and vibrations of this ruckus coming from beyond the tree line, you estimate that it will probably be upon you within the next 30 to 40 minutes. So not enough time for a second short rest. Not that that would do you any good, but still a little bit of time before it shows up. So if there's anything that anyone wants to get done or prepare or what have you, you do have that opportunity. Otherwise, you can just stand guard if that's what you want to do.
And can I have used my arcane recovery in the previous rest?
Yeah, why not?
So because we didn't get a full hour last time and we won't be this time, does it still count? I got roughly an hour more reading into this book.
Yeah, you'll be getting a full hour's short rest this time around.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So if you have hit die to spend, I do recommend spending them. I do see some of you not quite at full HP there.
And we have the
But-
Aurora rings still too. If
Yes.
anyone needs to
Well,
use that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I do. Yeah, that's right.
I think Zara's going to stand there and she's finally going to draw the 9 lives stealer.
Okay.
Now I'm captured.
I almost forgot about that thing.
I didn't.
Xena has a weird idea.
I like weird ideas.
When did she not? But okay.
She's gonna take the movable rod and place it like right here in case something tries to, well, I guess it would be a little bit better further out. I'm gonna place it right here in case something tries to kind of charge in to the circle.
Okay. See if I can find a thing for that. Type in Rod and it just gives me a bunch of pictures of a dude named Rod. All right.
There we go.
I mean, that works.
There we go.
You
Just
could
put
use
just
that.
put Rod's
Could
face
have
on
been
there.
worse.
Rod.
It could
he-
have been worse.
He's Rod the immovable.
Yeah, Rod the immovable. And just like the idea is that if like something tries to like do its full movement through that space and maybe doesn't pass a perception check or something because it's a smaller thing, like maybe it will take damage. I don't know.
If you had two of them, you could set up a tripwire anywhere.
We are going to use this picture of a staff.
Put it like right
Instead.
here. Yeah.
We'll put it right there.
So weird idea, but
Hey,
That's
she's
weird
putting
idea
it
is
kind
worth
of like
exploring.
kind of at height with her chest.
Yeah, I mean that would certainly mess up anyone that like those things in the first fight that were doing charge attacks.
Yeah.
They charged at someone and then he just stepped behind the rod. That'd be a serious headache. All right. So if everyone is prepared for what is to come,
I want one of those, and I want to hook a tower shield on the front of it.
I think I've
bad
talked
idea.
about it before, but
We have the
in
glue.
my Friday game, I have a great sword that has the properties of an immovable rod. It is like my favorite thing that I've ever had in any game. Oh, I need to steal that idea and put it in my games. So, as you all stand guard, ready to defend Isa and the one trying to free her from this curse, you await the rumbling and whatever is going to come your way. And then suddenly it stops. Before it has reached you, it just stops. And there is silence all around you. Uncomfortable silence, almost.
Mild concern.
That silence is broken after just a few minutes by a high-pitched screech that comes from the northern end of the map. And just a second later, that screech is responded to by another from the southern end of the map. Whatever the source of this screech is, there seems to be more than one, and they seem to be talking to each other, communicating almost, as the screeches quickly turn to chittering and squawking. And you look to the north and to the south, and back again, trying to follow this sound. And then you see what is coming, as the sun is setting on the horizon, making it difficult to see too far out from your location. There is a cloud, a plume of black smoke, traveling at great speed directly towards you from the north, and another from the southwest. And just as they approach your visual range, breaking from the front of these black clouds, is a somewhat familiar-looking lizard-like beak with sharpened teeth. The head of a small, black, draconic-like figure poking out of these two clouds. Quickly, the wings begin to emerge. The long, slender bodies. What is of note is that they don't seem to have front legs, which is a sign typically of some kind of drake or wyvern. but they do have the familiar clawed feet of someone from the draconic bloodline and a long pointed tail. They're screeching at each other and approaching your group, their eyes small, red, slightly alight, fixed squarely on all of you. And that is where we are going to end for tonight.
Ruh-roh.
Woo-hoo.
Shadow Fox, do you have
Exciting.
the chart of lizard classification?
What's that?
Oh, the
The lizard classification. It's like
They're drakes. These ones,
drakes.
drakes. Yeah.
They're not the dumbass ones that we dealt with, right?
I know usually wyverns are the ones that don't have front legs,
Yeah,
but
I'm like-
drakes can't. Drakes can also not have front legs.
Also, in one way, I am very glad that they're not wyverns because wyverns have that nasty poison.
That's true.
Sounds like something we could harvest.
But if I remember correctly, I think drakes also have a breath attack, so not great
I
on
think
that
so.
front.
I mean, they're black drakes, which means
Usually
we
a
know
safe
what they
bet
are.
that any sort of draconic thing has some kind of breath weapon. On the plus side, though, it's not an elder sand dragon.
Nope.
Again.
Nope.
Again.
I am glad for that.
And these creatures did look, well, I said small, but they're medium-sized creatures. So small for a dragon.
That's still a blessing. The bigger they are, the more obnoxious they are.
I mean, we're
Usually.
not out of the woods yet. We're still near his domain. The hot dragon may
No,
appear.
the woods are like 30 feet to your right.
But the best part is we officially had a short rest. So I have my 2 slots back, baby.
Oh, it's all good now.
Woohoo!
yeah.
I can resummon him. Woohoo!
Yeah, you guys are about
Giorgio.
halfway through this event.
I have 2 rages left.
Oh, you're
And-
fine.
The assumption that one of your characters, I don't remember which one, made about each of these battles being more difficult than the last,
Yeah.
that was an accurate assumption.
Yeah, we noticed.
It's now going to get into the time when the druid becomes a melee fighter.
Oh, Shillelagh. Do you have Shillelagh?
I have Shillelagh, but the
No,
9
the
life
problem
sealer is better.
Yeah, and then there's also all sorts of horrifying shape-shifting things druids
And the
start
thing
doing.
is she can't cast Shillelagh anymore because she's only got 1 arm. And
that's
Shillelagh has a semantic component.
I haven't ever seen you wild. Oh yeah, no, we have seen you wild shape a lot. You did the spiders and stuff.
Yeah.
But not in combat. Like, I don't think you ever do it in combat. Maybe we'll see that now.
It's a character choice.
It
You also now have a
it's-
magical staff that is a quote unquote magical weapon.
Yeah.
This is true. But I've got the 9 life stealer. If I critical hit on anything with 100 HP or less and it fails a con save, its soul is ripped out of its body. So
Ow. How did
Oh,
you
that
get
is
that
a-
again?
Damn, that's right.
that was him rolling, I think it was a 99 on a magic item percentile chart.
Oh wow, okay.
Because somebody, I think it may have actually been Groudon, or someone donated for extra life and chose to give a magic, chose to give a magic item to
Got it.
Zara, and that's just a randomly rolled item.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
But
know
that
it's-
will do it for us this evening. This is most certainly not the only show that we have on this channel. Tomorrow, we have another episode of Destiny Forge. I'm very much looking forward to that. Last week was our return to that show after a bit of a hiatus. Lots of stuff happening. That is adding to Zael's frustration against you guys because she has not been able to contact that group of adventurers, and she's kind of letting it out on you. So
Womp womp.
blame them.
I
Typical
believe
Zael.
tomorrow we're starting later too. Is that right,
Yes,
Zoro?
we
Sorry.
are starting
Yeah.
slightly later tomorrow, but not too much. Maybe like 20 to 30 minutes later.
Mhm. Probably like around
Yeah.
8.
We have to take a mandatory first-time homeowners class. So that's 3 days from 6 to 7:40. So yeah, we're just gonna be a little late.
But we will be back. Just keep an eye out on our social channels and in our Discord for when we go live with that show tomorrow. We also have 2 shows on Saturdays, alternating Saturdays. We have Withered Wastes. I believe this coming Saturday is Withered Wastes. And on the other Saturdays, we have Wayward Wanderers, which is a Pathfinder 2 Extinction Curse campaign. And they do have 2 newish additions to that cast. So do be sure to stop by and tune into that show. They're getting into some interesting stuff. I was watching, I caught the latter half of last Saturday's game, and I was intrigued. And we also have a brand new show that is airing on the first Saturday of every month at 5:30 p.m. Pacific. It is called Behold Lore. It is a show where Zoro, Rojan Quest, and myself discuss everything to do with the history, lore, and mechanics of this world that we have built that spans across multiple campaigns. I mean, Destiny Forged is the original show in this world, and we have Gnoll Way Out takes place in it as well. The Sonata mini adventures are in this world as well, and Into the Wildlands took place in it. So we have all of these campaigns happening in this persistent world, and that is the show where we discuss all of it. So do be sure to tune into that. We will have a audio version of that show as well available to everyone soon. We are just waiting for some confirmations from some audio platforms, and we will make those links public for you. So thank you everyone for tuning in, and we will hopefully see you tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Pacific.
Bye.
Creatures of darkness are still longing for your foe. Keep them in thrall, it's time to smite and ignite this heart.